disappointed in every one of you.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I kiss you on the mouth.
No, I'm not cool with that. I'm sorry.
One more time.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I mean, I'm dealing with degenerate animals.
I'm disappointed in every one of you. Disappointed in every one of you.
All right, come on.
Honestly, I can't do it, man.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
Let me tell you why.
It's gonna be all right, Nicky. Go ahead, shoot.
You just killed a fucking man.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, because you got nothing. You don't got a thing. Yeah, because you got nothing. You got nothing.
I want to get out. I want to get out of this rat hole. I want to get online. I need
BDA boxing.
Welcome everybody to the Boxing Podcast, broadcasting to you live from the True North. Hey, this is a good friend, Mr. BDA, and alongside with me as always, my co-host, the one, the only King, Bucho. King, are you there?
Yeah, man.
All right, fantastic. More people to join, I'm sure. Fellas, we've got the phone lines open right now, so if you want to call in, call in. Today's subject is we're going to get into a bit of drama here. It's been a while since we've done a drama show, so that's what we're gonna do. Big drama show. We gotta do this every 6-7 months. Get rid of the fucking toxic the toxic particles in the bloodstream. But before we do that, fellas, you know what we're here for. Every show, Gonzalo. You all know the story. Gonzalo, one of his kids in the hospital. One of his kids is in the hospital. By the way, fellas, let me know how I sound in the YouTube, please. Let me know how I sound, and that's what we're gonna get to. Oh yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, I had okay. Anyway, let us know about this whole thing. But listen, Gonzalo's kid. I'm getting off track here. Jeez, Gonzalo's kid is in the hospital. You know that, and he needs all the help he can get. I'm really amazed here because when this whole thing started, we got to $3,000, then to $5,000, and I said, man, this is fantastic. If we can cover half of this, we're going to be doing good. Well, check this out, fellas. As of today, because the word has spread out to other boxing channels as well, other communities, 9,000 of the 13,000 goal. I mean, can you believe it? You know, I like to talk. I can talk a lot. I'm at a loss for words here. This is fantastic. And we're not even done yet. I see Mark in the chat. As far as I understand it, he's going to double the amount of money he's received via Super Chats. So it should definitely put us over 10,000 for sure. And that's without mentioning some of the other donations going to be trickling in. So fellas, we're on a good run here. We are on a good run. Please do not donate via Super Chat here. If you want to contribute to Gonzalo, donate via the GoFundMe page. Read the ticker in the up there. Donate only via GoFundMe. And the link is in the description. All right, fellas, the link's in the description. Bucho keeps posting it there. I'm going to keep posting it as well. So please, pretty please with sugar on top, donate only to the GoFundMe page. GoFundMe. YouTube takes 30%. Gonzalo needs all the money he can get right now, every cent. With that being said, we are going to be talking about some of the shenanigans going on in the boxing community. It's getting to be too much. And I decided I want to get your take on this, fellas. This is your show when it comes to this. What do you think? You're the guys that listen. What's your take on when people start taking shit personal and people start fighting amongst each other? It just gets to be a pain in the ass, let me tell you something. And I got a big ass, and I cannot afford to have pain in any of those fat, delicious cheeks I got. So you call in and you let us know. All right, fellas. Butcher, you there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was muted.
Okay. Well, I mean, you want to get us started, or?
I mean, the boxing community is a piece of shit. Let's just be honest.
Wow.
That's why, like, I try to keep it all on BDA. I don't want to go on other channels. It's just fucking toxic. You know, you tell somebody to, what's the word I'm looking for? Clean up his game.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody does anything. Everybody keeps enabling people to behave a certain way. I don't know, man. Just rather just stay on BDA, man.
You're right.
Where we have
You're
some
right.
control.
Exactly. Look, we try to stay away from all the shenanigans. Okay. We like a good drama battle, a drama show every once in a while. Hands the kumite, but as long as it sticks to boxing. And look, I'm not oblivious to the fact that you guys like drama and entertainment. I like it too. That's why I sometimes like to egg people on and get a little something going, make it interesting. I mean, how many times can we fucking talk about Tyson Fury and Canelo Triple G3 and so on and so forth? But it just seems like, sometimes people take shit too personal. Now, I take shit personal too, don't get me wrong. I'm not a superhuman. Some things that sometimes people say, it irks. But you got to let that go. You got to roll with the punches. See, it's interesting because you guys know I like to read the Bible. I like to dabble in it. And, some people always like to talk about how, well, Jesus said, whatchamacallit? Some people said, oh, Jesus said, turn the other cheek. If somebody slaps you, just turn the other cheek and let them slap the other one, the other ass cheek. That's not what it means. Listen, Jesus spoke in hyperbole. It means he went beyond the standard meaning of certain things. So when he said, I think it was in the Sermon on the Mount where he said, if you have an eye that's giving you trouble, gouge it out. He didn't mean literally gouge out your eye. What he's saying is if something's giving you trouble in your life and something is toxic, get rid of it. Because that's the other thing. The Bible says forgive. I think it's Luke. I think it was Luke who said,
what the fuck are you talking about?
Hold on. I think it was Luke that said, if somebody sins, rebuke him, but forgive him. Yeah, but forgive doesn't mean just, forgive and then forgive and forgive and forgive and forgive and forgive. You forgive and sometimes you distance yourself from people. And that's what I'm saying here in the boxing community. If somebody does something to you, forgive them, but just don't associate them with them anymore. Otherwise, it's just going to cause you trouble and consternation all the time. You get what I'm saying, Bucho, or am I sounding crazy here?
No, it makes sense.
Okay. By the way, yes, the phone lines are open, fellas, so call in. Call in and let us know how this community can get better. Because it can get better. And I believe, look, if we may toot our own horn here, Bucho, our community is pretty good. People can say what they want about us, but at the end of the day, it's quality boxing discussion. And that's the other thing, fellas. If anybody out there, I know there's going to be contrarians there. Why don't you talk some boxing? Why don't you talk? How have we been talking boxing for the past 6 months? If we want to take a time out and just talk about some of the people that come on this show or that are making trouble in the community, can't we talk about it? Do we have to talk boxing all the time? It's just step away from yourself for just 1 second. Let's just stick to the issues here. Try to make everything a better place. I know it sounds cheesy. I know it sounds corny, but what do you want from me? You want us to get in the mud and get dirty like a bunch of pigs biting each other? That's not how it works around here. Butcher, you go ahead. You want to say something?
Yeah,
you
listen.
Want me? Okay.
No, I mean, this thing about some people are just like, they need fucking help. Just put it that way. You know what I mean? And you can't just talk shit and then ask for forgiveness and then repeat the fucking cycle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, sometimes not sometimes, but always people should take responsibility.
That's right. Because like you always like to say, Bucho, excuses are there for everybody. We all got excuses for acting like jackasses, right? But then when do you stop and say, you know what, as a man, and go, you know what, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I got to start taking responsibility for some of the shit I do. Because people are good, man. Fundamentally, most people are good. They'll forgive and forgive and forgive and forgive. But everyone's human, and there comes a point where they can't forgive anymore. That's when you got to step out of your excuses and say, you know what, despite everything that's going wrong with my life, I'm going to try to be better. Otherwise, you're a greedy little pig.
Fucking rat anyways. Whole family's all rats. Would have grew up to be a rat.
All right, I don't know. I was trying to play another soundbite there. And by the way, people call in. The phone lines are open. I don't want to be reading Bible quotes throughout the show. By the way, I forgot to say hello to everybody. Nes Mendoza, Giuseppe LaRocca, Carlos Mendoza, Chris K, Saint Brit, Iparokua, GB Guthrie, Friendly Fire, Christopher Roman, Carlos Mendoza, The Fight Scout, Chris Court, GB Guthrie, Marcy D, Friendly Fire, Father Jack Hackett, the fuck is that avatar? Iceman, shout out to Iceman, Junior, Alan R, official scorecard. No, shit, did I just hear the alert? No. Okay, I gotta reiterate, please do not donate anything.
I think that's just a donation for us, but I mean, you can donate it to Gonzalo.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, don't send fucking super chats. Keep telling. And you know, in YouTube, they take 30%. So why would you send a fucking super chat if YouTube's gonna take 30%?
Exactly.
I mean, that's ridiculous. Send it to Gonzalo.
Please, yeah, appreciate
$500
it.
would be what? They would take $150?
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, do not continue giving to the machine of YouTube. They take 30%, fellas. If you got $2, $1, 99 cents, send it all to Gonzalo, please. I'm begging you. We're begging you over here. To Gonzalo, everything. The GoFundMe page. It's in the description. It's in the description of this video. And I'm gonna post it here on the chat again, so that there are no miscommunication. There's no miscommunication, no misequivocation, none of that shenanigans going on. Jesus Beltran says, it seems the pig has crossed the line this time. Well, listen, it's like the story of the scorpion and the whatchamacallit, the scorpion and the frog. The frog gets on he lets the scorpion get on its back so that he can get a ride to the other side of the river. I don't know what the hell they were going to do, by the way, but they were on their way to the other side of the river. And then the frog says, come on, you're going to sting me. Scorpion goes, no, I'm not. Why would I sting you, bro? And then once it gets on its back, it stings the frog. The frog says, why'd you sting me? And he says, well, I'm a scorpion. What do you want from me? Want me to change my ways? I can do it. And that's the tale. Sometimes people can't change their ways. Maybe they can't, but at the end of the day, it's not our job to wait if that person can change their ways. You know, we're not going to stay here and act like a bunch of assholes. What else was I going to say? Yeah, by the way, King Butcher says YouTube takes 30% of the chats. That's right.
And by the way, you know, if we take the money and then we're supposed to give it to Gonzalo, how do you know we're not going to take a chunk out of that money? Huh? I mean, we wouldn't do it. But how would the fuck would you know, right?
Exactly. Listen, fellas, in this life, you got to be a little paranoid. You know, I know we like to have a good time here. We're good to you. You guys are good to us. But don't assume that we're good people. When it comes to something as important to the Gonzalo Fund for his son, donate everything directly to the GoFundMe page. All right? Because like Buchu said, everything 30% from YouTube, 30% it gets taken off. And you don't know who we are. Please don't donate the money to us. I just don't want to be put in that type of position. Everything should go directly to Gonzalo. Butcher, could you please read your messages too on BD Whiteman?
Yes.
Somebody says, thoughts on IBFP boxing channel? I like IBFP. See, that's the thing. People always like you know, I understand that there's a certain form of entertainment in getting YouTubers to fight amongst each other, but you either like somebody or you don't. Now, I see we got Jay on the line. Jay, this ain't a boxing show, man. I know you're relatively new to this whole boxing YouTube thing, so I don't want to get you involved in something that you're not aware of, all the shenanigans going on. This is going to be a drama show. I'm just letting you know. It's a drama show. We're addressing some of the things.
Drama.
Yeah, Jay, you there?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, yeah, I'm just letting you know right off the bat. This ain't a boxing show. It's about drama.
It's about what?
drama.
What kind of drama?
Well, YouTube boxing drama. YouTube boxing community drama.
Well, I mean, it's still boxing to me, so...
Well, I mean, it's not
That's
boxing
fine with me.
per se. It's just, because look, Jay, you're relatively new to this. A lot of people like to fight amongst each other in the YouTube boxing community. And I say, let bygones be bygones and roll with the punches. Somebody calls you a cocksucker, biased, whatever. Just let it go. That's what I try to do.
Right.
Sometimes it irks me.
Right.
Sometimes it irks me, but I don't bring it up on the show because it's not about boxing. But sometimes something hits a wall where you just got to say, you know what? We're here to have fun. We're here to talk boxing. We're here to escape the daily grind of our lives, some of us. And it's fun for us. But if we're going to be here and it's going to create drama because some people are fucking insane, then, it's got to go. That's what I'm trying to get at here. By the way, we got a phone call. Don't forget to call in, fellas. This is what we want. We want to hear from you. Okay, so let's go to the phone lines right now. 832, you're on the air. 832. What's on your mind?
Hey, BDA, how do I sound, man?
You sound good. Hold on, let me boost your volume up a little bit. All right, speak just to see if I can hear you.
What about now?
Yeah,
How's
you
my
sound
volume
good.
level?
Can you guys hear him? Can you guys on the Discord hear him? All right, go ahead.
Just fine.
Go ahead, fella. What's on your mind?
Yeah, man, this whole situation with Gonzalo's kid, it's a tragedy, right? But with everything, in the world in which God has ordained, one universal truth that we know is that from tragedy, we see a lot of beauty coming from it, right? And from the whole baby thing, him being born in such a, in a terrible way, I saw a lot of beauty in which that this whole community was able to rally up and garner so much love and money and support for this guy, a veteran. It's beautiful, no?
Absolutely.
And then we have this fucking snake piece of shit by the name of John James Kegg who sees that and is such a narcissist that when he sees tension and money being away from him, he has to make it about himself, and it's just fucking disgusting, man. John
are we
James
talking about
Kegg,
the same person though, or
meth addict.
are we talking about this? Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Johnny Boy.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, I think people figured it out, about what we were talking about. But go ahead.
Yeah, dude, it's just disgusting and a piece of shit. And we need to disavow this guy everywhere he goes. And he's an embarrassment to everybody, dude. He goes on stream, he gets fucking high on meth, he starts spitting all over it, pissing on the walls. His mom is telling him to shut the fuck up, he can't do it. It's just embarrassing. We have to disavow this fucking animal.
Well, listen, I'm not going to let you besmirch pissing on walls, but I agree with everything else you said, man. I mean, look, full disclosure over here, he hasn't been on the panel in a while. Because, again, full disclosure, we talked to him in private months ago, told him, it's your behavior, you're out of control. And I expected him to...
I'm not... BDA.
Yes.
I'm not a guy for cancel culture, but I'm for executions, bro. We need to execute the fucking pig. Figuratively in Minecraft, figuratively.
Sure, yeah, Minecraft.
From our association.
Yeah, on
because
GTA.
This guy, look, in BDA, when you piss on the walls, bro, look, you're drunk, it's a Saturday, you're not on live, you're not on stream. This guy is just shameless. And another thing is that he hinders the discussion. He always finds a way to make it about himself. He always cries for mod, and when he's mod, he just fucking blocks and mutes everybody, which is bad for growth. And he's just awkward. He's awkward. He makes people feel uncomfortable. He's a fucking total piece of shit, and this is the final nail in the coffin.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you like to partake in a little bit of YouTube drama yourself?
Oh, I live for this shit, bro. This is the Maury Povich show right now, and I'm one of the guys that's fucking, twerking and dancing on the stage. Yeah, I love this.
Okay, but so then you can't act all indignant when somebody finally fucking explodes. I mean, look, it goes both ways. You can either ignore somebody or you can egg them on. And there's people out there that have been I'm not excusing his behavior, not at all. But I'm just saying it goes both ways. That's what we're trying to address on this fucking show. You either let things go or you engage in them. You get down in the mud like a pig. That's what I'm trying to get at here.
I like the drama when it comes to like confrontation and when it stays on the show, right? You become an animal in the ring. You leave it in the ring. But when we're talking about something serious, and this guy is trying to take attention away from charity, that's disgusting. That's why I draw the line. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely, there's always got to be a line. We can't be fucking a bunch of Marxists and just people going around. They're postmodernists. Oh, there's no limits. There's no lines. There's everything's relative. Fuck that. Look, the Bible is pretty clear on this, man. If your eye is giving you trouble, you gouge it out. Okay, that means if something in your life is toxic, you get rid of it. And that's the way it's got to be. Now, some people can come in and say, oh, you're throwing this person under the bus, you're throwing that, but you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. And now I think it's pretty clear to everybody why we stopped having a certain person on the show. The person you mentioned. And I think it's fair. And if anybody's got a problem with that, walk a mile in our shoes and then see what happens. Until then, case closed.
Now, BDA, I'm going to ask
Yes.
you a question. Being an arbiter of the YouTube boxing community, why do we have so many degenerates in this quarter of the internet as opposed to other stuff, you know? I noticed that we have a lot of degenerates here, you know?
Well,
Why do we attract so many retards?
It's the
Including
internet. Well, listen, it's the internet. You go in any corner of the internet, you're going to have degenerates. You go into the fucking anime community, there's degenerates there. You go into the politics community, there's
That's
degenerates
true.
there. It takes, you
Yeah,
you
that's
encounter
true.
all kinds. You encounter all kinds. And like I
Look,
said,
when I caught you with the furry porn, BDA, remember that?
well, first of all, you didn't have to mention that on the air. But and by the way, I'm not into furry porn. I'm into whatchamacallit, cannibal porn. But listen, you made some good points.
Oh, okay.
You made some good points, and thank you for your call. We're gonna move on because we got other people calling in. Thank you for calling in. Catch you on the next
Yeah,
one.
man, have a good show. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. Take it easy. All right, there you have. That's one point of view. Let's go to the wild card line. Wild card. 111. You're on the air. 111. What's on your mind?
Salute BDA. I want to say shout out to Gonzalo, man. You know, all of the MXBC donated to his GoFundMe. I'll put it in my description of my video. Coco Tyler, his video did 1,000 views. He put it in his description for his video. I want to say this. John James Keg, you're a hoe. You diss Gonzalo and his kid. You're disgusting.
Well, again, this just goes on to remind me that despite the low energy call, it's true. This is all for Gonzalo. Don't forget, fellas, do not donate any super chats to us here. Please, no super chats. Everything you've got, 99 cents, $1 and $1.99, whatever.
Actually, don't send any super chats to anybody because he has a GoFundMe link.
Exactly.
An
Yeah, that's
account.
true.
So why
Exactly.
the fuck would you stand like somebody? I don't know, man. I don't get some people, man. I really don't. I mean,
Exactly.
the list
People,
right
stop fucking
there.
sending super chats in any channel if it's for Gonzalo. If you're sending a super chat and you want it to go to Gonzalo, just don't send a super chat at all. Just send the money directly to Gonzalo's GoFundMe page. Everything will be
Don't you find
clear.
that suspicious?
Was that?
Would you find that suspicious?
Highly suspicious. I mean, it's just mud. Even if it's not suspicious, it just muddies the waters. Why would you muddy the water? Are you into fucking scat porn or something? I mean, listen.
So
Yes.
to nail in the coffin on this one for everybody listening, I've seen many different boxing shows are jumping into this. And first of all, praise to all you guys for helping out our brother Gonzalo. But do not donate super chats to those shows. The link is on almost all of them. If you have trouble finding the link, come to us. We'll point you to the right link for the GoFundMe for Gonzalo. No super chats in regards to Gonzalo because we want him to get all the money. We want him to get the proceeds so he can pay for this.
Absolutely.
Unless you want to give 30% to YouTube and maybe somebody else, then go ahead.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to get. That's why I said, if you want to donate to Gonzalo, don't do it with a super chat in any channel. But if you want to donate to that specific channel, other for non-Gonzalo specifics, then you donate to that channel. But please, if you want it all to go to Gonzalo, then fucking send it to the GoFundMe page. Police. Cannot stress that enough. All right? And like I said, look, listen, you're supposed to be having fun on this YouTube community, and instead we got all this hijinks going on, which again can be highly entertaining. I'm not going to deny that. But at the end of the day, it starts getting... Listen, one of my favorite movies is Bad Lieutenant, where you see the guy getting his, drunk, he's doing cocaine, blah, blah, blah. And in the beginning, you're thinking, all right, this is going to be an interesting little movie. Then it just gets sad, and the guy ends up getting bottom and tries to find redemption. So I think we're all capable of redemption, but you know what? I'm not going to stand by and watch you get your redemption. You're not a movie. So you either do it out of my sight or you get yourself clean and then you come see me. Otherwise, I got no time for you. We got Mark on the line. Mark, you there?
Yeah, God bless. How's it going, fellas?
Good, man. Good. Thank you for being on. What's on your mind?
We're talking about what's wrong with the YTBC, right?
Sure.
Talking about what's wrong with it. And before I go into that, first of all, what I'd like to say is I encourage everyone to hit the GoFundMe link. People ended up donating super chats to me, so I'm matching that entire super chat check myself, just so I'm above board the second it comes out, and I'll be live streaming that as it happens. So people will see it in my AdSense, they'll see it in my account, they'll see me donating it live. So yeah, I just wanted to clear my name on that shit because of some fucking terrible stuff. Man, I think some people are jealous of I think it's sad to say, but at the end of the day, some have names been mentioned or anything yet?
Yeah, just let it all out, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's genuinely pathetic, fellas, that you have a man who's showing that he's jealous of a baby who's on life support. Let's put it bluntly. That's what we've seen here. That's what we've seen this week. I don't want to go shitting on people too much, but I just think it's pathetic. I think it's sad. I think it goes way, way beyond anything of any rebuke. Children are sacred in this world. We're supposed to protect them, not be selfish and take away from them. Like, I don't understand it. Calling other people out, not just myself, but other people, and saying that they're trying to rob money and they can do this and do that and do this or the other. It's pure bullshit and phony to the highest level. I'm personally not allowing that in my community ever again, and that's from my own point of view. I think you said earlier, Mr. BDA, you talked about like turning the other cheek and stuff, and I was always thought that, and I kind of did it too excessively, and now I'm regretting my decision.
Well, listen, the problem with the Bible is sometimes it is written in a way, that's a good criticism of it, that it's hard to interpret. But when Jesus said, turn the other cheek, I think it was Luke who also said, I forget who it was, but somebody said, just like Jesus said, pay the taxes to Rome and pay what you owe to God. He does make it a distinction that there's an earthly realm and that there's a heavenly realm. And you try to extend the heavenly onto the earthly, but at the same time, you got to respect the rules of the earthly. In other words, if you're going to somebody's going to come at you with a knife or something, you got to defend yourself. It doesn't mean turn your cheek so that they can stab you in the fucking ass. That's not what it means.
We have a phone call and we got to recognize.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's go to a phone call real quick. I hope I'm making my points here.
They recognize.
Hold on a second. Hold on. We're taking a phone call real quick. 773, you're on the air. 773, what's on your mind?
How y'all doing?
Is this Kevin?
This is Bobby.
Bobby, all right. Hey, Kevin, Bobby, how you doing, man? What's on your mind?
Jack shit. Calling in. Talking shop with the boys. How y'all doing?
We're doing fantastic here, man. A little bit of a drama show here. Big drama show. Everybody loves them. You got anything to say about the situation, if you're even aware of it, or?
Talking about YouTube drama?
That's right. I don't think you're aware of what's going on, man. So,
as far as YouTube drama, that's what it's all about. I love it. Love me some drama.
Yeah, but look,
it's all debate. People like debating. They got the opinions. They got different points of view, different fans, different favorite fighters. That's what makes it interesting. So, as much as everyone likes to hate on the drama, it's what makes it interesting. Bring on the drama. It's not drama for your mama, baby. What you mean?
I like how Kevin is just all jovial about the whole thing here. No, but listen, Kevin, when it comes to the drama, man, it's like I said, it's fun as long as it sticks to boxing, but there's a limit, man. Wouldn't you agree? Aren't there limits even in Kevin's world?
Yeah. The only person who crosses the line is Stewie.
I know he was going to say
His name is Stewie. What kind of a name is fucking Stewie? Hello, Stuart? The only person named Stuart is the little mouse. It's that mouse from the movie, Stuart Little. Is his name really Stu?
I don't know, man.
His name isn't. That's a fake name, isn't it? It's like
probably
Stewie
Gregory or
from
something.
Family Guy. That's a fake name. It's a anonymous fake name. No one's name can be Stu. But in England, they do got some weird names. They'll just be like, I don't know. What's an English name?
I don't know, Kevin. I mean, you're perpetrating the whole thing that we're talking about. Listen, we gotta go, Kevin. We gotta go, man. What's that, Bucho?
Liam or something, or Chaz.
Where is this going?
Yeah, right,
Weird
Kevin.
English
This is
name.
going nowhere, man. This is going nowhere. We gotta go, man. We gotta go. This ain't a boxing show. We're talking about the YouTube drama. So listen to the conversation. If you got anything to say,
shit on English fighters.
all right. If you got anything to say, we'll let you call back. If not,
and you're gonna let me shit on England.
I don't think he's
one
listening to
more
what I'm
time.
saying. All right. Thank you for calling in, Kevin. Catch you on the next one. All right. Listen. So Joe,
Gonzalo wants in.
Gonzalo wants in. All right.
I'll let him in.
You let him in? Okay. So, Mark, just real quick, man. This whole thing, I saw everything that happened last night. I was watching it live. And I got to tell you, I made a bit of a prediction a couple of months back when we were talking about this. And we all knew this was going to happen. It was going to come to this. But he's saying he made some accusations last night. And how do you feel about
it?
Like,
label me as a felon, by the way.
Right? Oh, yeah.
If I may interject for a second, is this something we need to talk about on air? Because there's apparently more drama that happened since I've been away. I didn't pick up on anything last night.
Yeah, there's been a whole bunch of shenanigans. There's been a whole bunch of shenanigans, Jay.
Would anybody like to care to share, or is this not the time?
Well, listen, it's a show about drama, so yeah, let's just
Yes,
Mark, you break it down for us. You break it down for us because people accuse you of something, and it's you're the one that was besmirched. So yeah.
So over the last few days, a lot of us have come together and done a whole lot of stuff to raise money for Gonzalo and Gonzalo's child, Mateo. Last night, Johnny tried to join my live stream. He was too drunk. I said no. After a couple of hours, Johnny went on a bit of a rampage, made multiple streams. In the process, certain things that he said. One is he accused both me and Punch Drunk of every donation that we received we're going to keep, and that we're scamming people, and we have enough money to just pay off this in one go, which is completely unfucking true. The second part, he said, and I want to quote him word verbatim. Just word verbatim, I might as well, since we've gone down this road, right, Mr. BDA? You want it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Fuck Gonzalo, donate to me instead.
I mean, I gotta tell you, man, you gotta be okay. First of all, this is the thing: the stuff that he was saying last night was because I've looked at his behavior, and every time I see his subsequent videos, I go, Things seems like we made the right choice to not have him as a panelist here. But last night, I gotta tell you, it went beyond what I expected. So when you heard those things, and he started accusing you of withholding money and of being a millionaire or whatever, what was your reaction to that?
I was stunned. I was shocked. I wanted my $1 million because I don't have it. Quite frankly, I was genuinely confused. I was actually sick into my fucking stomach. And the thing that first entered my head is that this person has never ever worked a real day in his life. Never been a hard day's person. Never gone out there, is expecting everybody else to do everything for him. That's what I thought. And because he's so jealous at the praise a child is receiving and all the love a child is receiving, he's upset and he wants other people to go and pay for it he wants me to go and put 13 grand in or other people to put 20 grand in just so that he doesn't have super chats leaving his fucking chat. That's what I fucking thought, bro.
Well, I don't understand though, because I always thought like you were one of the last people, God bless your heart, that still tolerated the guy, and you still had him on your show. Even 2 days ago when he was getting into with other people and you had to warn him, you said last chance, and he goes, yeah, last chance, I love you, Mark, and then he goes ahead and does this. I mean, what the fuck set him off, do you think?
Jealousy.
But I'm not being disrespectful, but jealousy of what? Like how where did this come from? Like, did you catch on
jealous of money, bro. He's jealous.
But what
He's
money?
Jealous. I'm gonna go straight forward, bro. I don't care. He can make whatever type of video he want about me. He skilled his own channel around here. Like, we're just gonna put it straight out blunt. People in the chat can back all of this up. There have been times where other people have received super chats and Johnny's commented on it and complained because those people aren't donating to him. Newsflash for you: people donate to whoever the fuck they want to. You are too focused on what other people get, too jealous on what other people get. This man actually told me how many super chats I made in a week. I didn't even know. He was counting my super chats before. This was months ago.
He told you this. He told you this, you're saying.
I don't want to hear, oh, you talking behind my back, you betrayed me, because this, I mean, it's not an excuse to say, oh, well, I was drunk. You know, okay, let's say you do it once.
It's not
multiple times. Drunk, and then, hey, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't want to say. Like, did that maybe work with your parents, where they always forgave you and like nothing happened? But like, come on, not over here, man. We're grown ass fucking men. You know, we're not gonna forgive you every fucking time. So that's it. You know what I mean? And yes, we're making it public because you made it public. You mentioned us, we'll mention you. And now we did, like Mr. BDA, he did it everything behind, how do you call it, closed doors, whatever, of the scene of YouTube. And he doesn't. He brings everything to the open. He mentions our name. Again, we'll mention your name.
Hey, by the way,
that's it, man. Listen, you need some fucking help. And again, we're not your parents. We're not gonna forgive you. You know, even if you cry. That's it, man.
Hey, breaking news. Butch, I agree with everything you're saying. And breaking news, the guy just deleted his whole channel, man.
You need help, man. I'm serious. And the thing is, I'm gonna be also honest here. A lot of us here enabled this type of behavior. Instead of telling him the truth, we just forget and forgive, and I'll come back to the channel like nothing happened. Like this, acting as if nothing happened, even though, you know, this cycle repeats itself every fucking time.
Absolutely, man. I've said it myself. We're too nice. We second chances. That's why and you know what? Full disclosure, when we stopped having him on, there were some people messaging us, oh, you threw Johnny under the bus, man, after he gave you super chats. So that's an excuse to act like a jackass? And by the way, you don't know what goes on behind the scenes, because again, Mark and I had one conversation, and I had a separate conversation, just me and Johnny Boy, where we told him, look, you got to stop this, man. You're out. Like, you until you get better. He goes, yeah, I know, bro. I love you, bro. And then a slap in the face the next day. He gets fucking drunk on stream. Now he deleted his channel, Bucho. I'm not kidding. Check it out. He deleted his whole channel. So
he hid his channel. It's still there. I guarantee you, he didn't delete. Oh,
that's not deleted. No, it's too noble.
He's gonna open it in a week. He thinks he's gonna open it in a week and be, I'm sorry, and we're just gonna forgive him again. Trust me. I guarantee you, he's gonna reopen the channel in a week or two. He won't delete his channel.
The problem is he doesn't realize that when everybody else is in agreement, he's in the wrong. He doesn't realize that. He thinks he can just fucking manipulate words and say, like, he's gonna say, oh, well, you let this person on from 6 months ago who had beef with me and I had beef with him, bro. That's way worse than me fucking saying I want the money from a sick child and everybody's a fraud but me. Innit? Yeah. Listen to the morality. That's the morality of a 7-year-old who doesn't get their own way.
By the way, call in, let us know your point of view on this whole party that's going on, this whole drama show. You call in, you let us know. How can we fix this whole boxing drama thing? Because it is getting out of hand a little bit. Now, in regards to that, to what Buchu said, man, and what Mark was saying too as well, it's like, you can act like a jackass all you want, but then if things go wrong, oh, you cry, I'm sorry. Like, it works with your parents, but we don't know you. We got no stake in helping you. And we, you know, some of us have good hearts. You know, Mark was standing by the guy for a bunch of times, but he pissed everybody off. I mean, what more can we say? And this is what happens when you just have no limits and checks and balances in your life. And I'm telling you, Butch is right. I didn't even know that. I didn't know you could hide your channel and it appeared as deleted. He's going to come back in a week. I'm sorry, my bro is on the run from the cops. I'm stressed. I'm under stress. Hold on. He's gonna say he's under stress from court, his father, blah blah blah. Look, we all got pains and aches in our lives. It's no fucking excuse to get drunk and start berating people, and especially when we're trying to do something good.
It's not the first time. This is the thing. It's not the first time. I mean, I can understand maybe once, twice. I mean, come on. When does it end?
How many times is this? 11? 12?
Probably, yeah, something like that.
18?
But let me ask you this. So, okay, so what do you think set him off the last 3 days with you, Mark? Did you do something to him? Like, I mean, I'm not putting the blame on you, but, you know, sometimes you say something and somebody can interpret it the wrong way. Like, what happened?
I told him I didn't want any beefs on my channel. L-Dog came on, L-Dog was polite. He started bringing up the previous beefs. He goes mad at L-Dog. I say, no, that's not happening here. I said, stop that fucking bullshit. I'm not having it here. Don't have it. Then he's like trying to say that I'm sticking up for L-Dog and I'm L-Dog's best friend. I don't even fucking talk to L-Dog.
Nobody talks to L-Dog. We got Recognize on the line. Recognize, you there?
Yeah.
How you doing, man? Thank you for being on.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Sounds like you're in your bathroom. You're not. Please tell me you're not taking a shower, man.
No.
All right, good.
I'm having issues with Discord today. What the fuck?
Oh boy, that's not good.
But you can hear me fine, right?
Yes, fantastic, crystal clear.
Okay.
Loud and clear.
No blackouts yet. Not yet. So what are we talking about today?
Well, YouTube drama. I don't know if you've heard some of the stuff that's been going on. Some of the drama that's been going on. Somebody, Johnny Boy, stirring up the pot again, but this time
Basically,
it
all
seems
the stuff you were going to fill me in on the other day.
essentially he just seems to have burned all his bridges. His channel is hidden. Bucho lets me know that perhaps it's not deleted; it's only hidden. So it seems like he's trying to go underground and try to resurface for an apology tour, probably within the next week or two. What do you think about all this stuff? Where are you at with this?
I hate to say it, man, but like, I really like Johnny Boy, but he did too much. He said too much that, and let him go his own way, that kind of thing. Let him do his own thing because I don't like the part where he gets fucking hammered on camera and he's like, he's so fucked up that he's just like, it's not a good look, bro. It's just not a good look. And like I said, I've liked Johnny Boy for a long time, but I was having a lot of people telling me on the low, yo, Johnny Boy's crazy, this and that.
No kidding.
And I'm seeing all these videos, and all these videos are not good, man. Johnny looks like he needs to get off YouTube.
Absolutely.
That would be my best advice. He could take it or leave it. I don't care really, but I think he should stay off YouTube.
You know what, man?
YouTube is not for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a great point.
You see, social media, look, I didn't grow up in the social media era, so I don't need it. So when I do what I do, I don't take it personal. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yeah. You do, yeah. You can take this shit personal. And by the way, I'd actually be willing to take a phone call from Johnny Boy just to hear one last explanation. At least here, hey, I'm gonna try to get better, but I want him to tell us, look, I'm getting out of this for good. I'd be willing to take a phone call from Johnny Boy. I know you're listening. Call in. Let us know what the fuck's up and what you're gonna do to get better, man. But just also to
I grew up. I was gonna say this. I grew up in an era where if you had something to say, you got to say it to our face, right?
Exactly.
If not, you're just talking in the wind. That's all you're doing. So when people talk shit about you online, the only way it becomes personal if you make it personal. And Johnny Boy's. Everybody knows what Johnny Boy looks like. To a point where he's so drunk, he can't be respected. When you're that drunk and your shirt's off and you're slobbing all over yourself and you're falling asleep online.
Are you talking about me?
No, I'm talking about what I've seen from Johnny Boy, man. I'm talking about what I've actually seen.
Well, we've seen some of that from Bucho too, man.
It's pretty disgusting, to be honest with you. And if you want your enemies to have something, they got it. You get what I'm saying? If you're gonna be challenging people on YouTube, why
it's
would
the
you
internet, guys?
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
are creating these false personas. Some people are like lying about who they are, and I mean, if you're doing that, then you have mental issues. If you're gonna start lying about who you are and saying that, I don't know, man, whatever, you're rich or something or this and that, then you have serious mental issues.
Hey, by the way, real quick, we gotta. Yeah, I agree, but we gotta get to a phone call here real quick because I don't want to leave people hanging. 447, you're on the air. 447, what's on your mind?
Hey, BDA, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing fantastic, man. How about yourself?
Yeah, not bad, man, not bad. I haven't seen sort of your boxing channel over the last few nights, but obviously I've just turned up just now, and I see obviously what you mentioned about Johnny Boy, and I don't know, man. I haven't seen the channel that this aspect of him being disparaging towards sort of Gonzalo's kid situation, or apparently begging for money. I think that's what the chat was saying. But as I said in the super chat, I don't know, about 10 minutes ago, I mean, what I said in it, I feel is correct. That because I think you mentioned something about him being intoxicated, and I feel when people are intoxicated and they say something, that's the real truth, because they don't have the inhibition to hold anything back. They just want to blurt it out without any repercussions. So whatever he said when he was intoxicated, I mean, I know people say, "Oh, if somebody's drunk, don't pay him no attention." Now that's the time to pay attention. And if he said what he said, there's no coming back from that. Especially if you have some people saying that he stole money, apparently somehow. Obviously, I don't understand that aspect, but I don't know what to say.
Can I clarify something? Yeah, let me just add something to that. With the whole Johnny Boy situation, because people don't know, but we actually been going through. We've known him for a while. It's not, some people just started maybe watching him 2 months ago, or whatever, so they don't know the full story. He actually got kicked off this channel for a couple of months ago, and that's just because.
Yeah, I remember I asked you. I said, "Hey, BJ, where's Johnny Boy?" And you said, in a nutshell, you said, "Look, there's some little things I can't talk about, but hopefully he'll be back soon." You said, I remember that.
Well, I mean, I don't ever want to embarrass anybody on the air, especially if we're talking. I always like to keep it private behind the scenes. But when you start, when you tell somebody, "Look, I'm trying not to expose this because I want to keep your name clean or whatever," and then you go out and this person goes out there and starts getting drunk, saying the N-word, going after people that haven't done anything to him, slobbering all over himself, farting in the wind. I mean, it's enough, man. I mean, it's a slap to my face because I'm trying to help you out, and you're just saying, "Hey, let me just do what I want to do." It's insane.
Hey, what does that say about our channel? Letting people like that in here, we even got some people complaining, like, "Why are you letting Johnny Boy here?" And what could we say?
Exactly.
We like Johnny Boy. He's a good guy, but he just needs help.
No, well, actually, let's pump the brakes a little bit, Bucho. Bucho, let's pump the brakes a little bit on the he's a good guy part, because he was playing a part too, man. In
essence, you know what I mean. He has his flaws, but you know what I mean.
Sure.
I mean, I've only been with you. I've only been with you guys for like maybe 6-8 months, and the time I was with him, the time I was in the channels when he was there, he seemed like a nice guy. But I noticed for a period when he was off, and then I come across his channel, because I'll be honest, boxing channel wise, I only watch your boxing channel, and you're the only one I donate super chats to anyway. When I came across Johnny's one, I thought, it'll be, let's see what he's like. And when I watched his, and I thought, wow, dude, this is sort of, I don't mind people having a laugh, but it started to make me a bit uncomfortable. And I thought, okay, maybe this is a one-off. And then I saw a few more, and I thought, wow, it's the same sort of subject he's talking about. And then when I saw the latest one, with he was arguing with oh god, I can't remember the guy's name. He's like a black Latino guy, an American guy. I think his name is Punish Drunk or
Punch Drunk,
yeah, something like that. That's yeah. And when he was like him and this guy talking on FaceTime, I assume, and JB was really going in on it, and I thought, yo, man, you got to calm down, dude. It's like, it's the internet, you know what I mean? Just, you lose a conversation or whatever, just deal with it. But it's like, he took it too serious, and he was going places where you think you shouldn't have been going those sort of places just for an argument for boxing, you know what I mean?
Well, listen, he got into it. His big beef was, his biggest beef out there was against Punch Drunk, and Punch Drunk doesn't get into beefs with anybody. I mean, he's called out a couple of people, but it's all around boxing. With Johnny Boy, he got personal. And look, Johnny Boy, let's keep a tally of how many people he pissed off. He pissed off Mark now. He pissed us off. He pissed Punch Drunk off. He pissed Ring IQ off. He pissed off Mr. Two Hands, Black and Brown, Major Key Boxing. I mean, he used to have, and I'm leaving other names out there probably that I don't know. So, I mean, at what point does it become his fault? You know what I mean? Oh, my father, my this, my that. Hey, we all got excuses, man. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So anyway, listen, caller. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and one last thing I want to say. I can understand why you wouldn't want him in your show, because if people keep shit in your house, sooner or later your house is going to smell of shit, then, isn't it? You know what I mean? So I get that.
If it's a woman,
but listen, BJ, thank you very much, my friend.
Thank you, man.
I would thank you very much, my friend, and hopefully I'll catch you next time on Discord or that sort of thing. But thank you very much for having me on.
Oh, thank you for your comment. I appreciate it. Take it easy out there.
See you, man. Bye.
Every time a caller calls in and then we say bye, I want to use like a lame tagline or something, like keep your chin down or something like that. What do you guys think? What can be the lamest thing I can come up with?
Keep your guard up.
Yeah, keep your guard.
This is a boxing channel. That one sounds good.
Yeah. All right, listen, we got Jimmy on the
What's
line.
up,
Jimmy,
gentlemen?
I mean, who's seen a little action in his lifetime. Jimmy, you know what we're talking
going
about
on?
here.
Yes, we do.
Good
Hey,
to
I
have
just
you on
want to
board.
say too.
Yes.
Can I just say something?
Get
I
right
want
to
to
it, man.
preface this by saying something. Listen, Johnny, deep down in his heart, like you take away. Listen, there's two different humans in life. If you ever dealt with addiction, you'll notice when somebody gets drunk, their true feelings come out. Okay, that's true with an everyday normal person if they go get shit faced. But a professional alcoholic or drug addict, they evolve into something usually dark. So I always charge what somebody does under the influence when they're an addict to that. Meaning if they get sober, turn their life around, I'm always willing to give them a shot. Okay, so B, that's A. B, Bucho, BDA, both of them have given Johnny so many chances, have talking to him. Like, people don't realize behind the scenes, like, BDA doesn't, and Bucho, they don't make no rash decisions. They'll contact everybody. Hey, this is how am I feeling? Am I feeling wrong? Because like they say all the time, we don't know anybody really that personally outside of what we talk about. So they don't want to make any rash decisions or do anything that might hurt somebody's feelings, and then to find out they were wrong at the end, because they're good people. These are just genuinely good people. And so this wasn't like, oh, he made a video last night and BDA's like, we're done with him. This has been going on. Like, we talk about it like this, dropping the N-word. First off, for a white guy to use it, and then I'm not talking about in the sense of, oh, you're going to get beat up by a roving group of fucking black teenagers saying it. Don't say it. No, don't say it because it's fucking gross.
Exactly.
It's a gross, ugly word from the past. And never mind, you're white, dude. You sound like a fool. Sorry, Johnny, I know you say you've done fucking time. I don't know what fucking prison you went to because a white boy goes to prison, listen, dead. I don't give a fuck if you're in Juliet, fucking Chicago, Philadelphia, all the same. No state prison does a white boy talk like that and leave with his teeth or alive. You just don't. You're alienated instantly by your own race because you're going to race up when you go to jail. I don't want to get into all the nuances of why that is, but it is.
Yeah.
You race up, and if you act like another race, talk like another race, and I like that, like John, like, why when you're talking to other inner city kids, you have to stop with the slanging and the drug? Like, I always had a problem with that. I always attribute it to maybe he drinks and sometimes he can't control himself. The shit on a video that was sent to me that I watched, the shit him say last night, the bottom, you know what I mean, to try to compare your situation in life to a fucking little angel brought into this world who's fighting for his life. You know what I mean? To try to act like, well, what about me? I'm broke. Dude, you're broke because you're a fucking drunken shitbag who can't hold a fucking job down. And somebody needs to tell you that, kid. And
that's a good
you
thing,
need to stop talking about fighting people online, dude. For every time you say, I'll fight you, come fight me, when you don't even through computers, dude, my fucking balls shrivel. I go, it's like whelp. It's the most cringy, fucking pathetic move you can do ever. And so there's a lot of, it's like a kid who grew up in this fucking YouTube world, and it's melted his mind. Johnny, check your ass in, son. Check your ass
This
in.
needed to happen a long time ago, Jimmy. People telling him the truth.
Yeah, and I'm glad Jimmy said what he said, because I'm going to say something, a video that I saw. And I will tell Johnny this. I'll tell him. He was challenging some other YouTuber. I don't know who the guy's name is. I'm not aware of him, but I saw who the guy is. That guy would kick Johnny's ass. I don't even have to know who that guy is. He would beat Johnny up. And I'm going to tell you why he would beat Johnny up. Johnny's in no shape to be fighting. He gets drunk. He doesn't have coordination. He looks like he's coughing every 5 seconds. He's coughing because he's smoking all the, the cigarettes. Like, dude, like, you need to really check yourself. Because I don't know who that guy is that you were supposed to, like, get into a fight with. But that guy, from what I can tell, just by the look of him, I think that guy will hurt you.
And don't forget, Recognize is the best at sizing people up, man. That's what he does in his daily life. Everybody he sees,
No, I'm not sizing them up. What I'm saying, I just look at him. I just took a look at him. he looks like a rat. How can I say this? Like a guy, if he had to get into a fight, he's ready. Johnny Boy doesn't remind me of that type of guy.
Exactly,
Maybe
yeah.
spiritly he wants to because he's so drunk all the time. But physically he won't be able to. He's coughing all the time. He'll give up in like 3 seconds.
Hey, did you just say?
Lung.
Yeah,
he sounds like he himself. He sounds like he comes from medieval
unhealthy.
times. Reckon, did you just say that he told you he's getting into rehab now?
Who?
The Johnny Boy.
No, I don't think he told me specifically, but I heard him say he was sobering up. Yeah.
Okay, because
So you didn't write that in the chat?
What?
Johnny
He
Boy
was
told me
getting-
he's going to rehab. So
He
somebody
needs to.
No, but
Maybe
hold on.
he did. Man.
No, but did you write it in the chat? Right
Oh,
now.
me?
Yeah.
Why are y'all trying to criminalize Frank, man?
No, but hold on, 'cause I'm
I
trying-
don't think.
No,
we're
because
trying to figure out if it's a fake. Yeah, we're trying to figure out if it's a fake recognition.
It's a fake me.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm gonna delete it.
All right, yeah, Butcher, you take
Wait
care.
a second, I gotta see this.
But yeah, like listen, Punch Drunk was the first guy that openly called him out. He warned everybody when he told. I mean, look, at that point we'd gotten rid of him, but we still allowed him to call in. That's on us. That's my fault. I'm not our fault. That's my fault because you guys didn't. I made the
In
call.
BDA, right?
Yeah.
Can I say the way I don't know if Mark's on the phone, but the way he went at him, like this Mark fucking, doing this marathon of a fucking thing to send all this money to fucking Gonzalo, and for him to find any derogatory way to fucking start bad mode, you got the money, like you should just pay his bill, and like, dude, what the fuck? Are you insane? Like, so these are things that, listen, all right, it's hard because even if it's directed at me, it doesn't mean nothing to me if he was talking to me that way. Because right now, that shit, when he's attacking everybody should know he's attacking himself. Any psychologist, anybody who works in addiction will tell you that's rage. He's disgusted with his own behavior. But so when he's in that videos and he's crying, he's talking about, that's at the final stage of it. When he's out, up this niggas and I'll knock you out, he's arguing with himself. This is all just self-deprivation. It's rage. It's just all, it's turned inward, but he attacks people on YouTube. That's how he deals with it.
Well, you know what? It's
so I wouldn't take it serious, but he needs help. He needs to check his ass the fuck in.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we tried helping him a bunch of times months ago, and for a while he started to get a little bit better. That's why we let him call in, and then he just reverted back to his old self. So he's never going to learn until he hits bottom, and I don't want to be there to see it. I'm not his father. I'm not his mother. I'm not even his friend. We're on the internet, for Pete's sake. See, that's the thing. Punch Drunk, he's the one that went at him in public. He's the one that tried to warn people in public. Because he'd had enough, and he said, "Look," he called him out on it. He called him a toxic person, and even then, there were people saying, "Oh, why didn't you do that behind closed doors?" Because we tried that to do behind doors, and it didn't work. So I think Punch Drunk had the better instincts and said, "You know what? This guy needs he needs a slap in the face to wake up." And I think now, unfortunately, had to end this way. But this is the way it often happens with addicts, man. It's they gotta hit a wall. They gotta hit bottom. And hope sometimes they see themselves hitting bottom, and sometimes they just keep driving themselves into the bottom until there's nothing left. That's the reality of it. That's the reality of it. And by the way, don't forget that we're doing all of this stuff here for Gonzalo. His kid is in the hospital. I cannot believe the amount that we've reached so far. This went beyond my wildest expectations, and I'm glad that it went beyond my. I'm glad I was wrong. Look at this. I mean, we're almost there, fellas. And like official Scorecard Boxing in the chat room said, it's not over because there's still going to be, hopefully not, but there's still going to be maybe some things to take care of afterwards. So just keep donating everything you got, man. Every little you can donate, and every big thing you can too. It's for a good cause. This is your chance to do something, to make a difference. So go out there and be the best you can be, man. Real quick. We got a phone call here. Let's go to 619. 619, you're on the air. 619, what's on your mind?
Hey guys, what's going on? This is Bold Hype, and I'm back. Hey, just wanted to call. I wanted to touch in on some of the topics here. Rest in peace to. I didn't know the first guy you were talking about, but I'm really sorry about what's happened to him, and I just want to say, rest in peace, rest in power. He sounds like he had a lot of struggles in the later years of his life, and.
Wait, who are you talking about?
I hope he's in a better.
I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know who you're talking about. Who passed away?
You were talking about someone just died, something like that. A guy with Jimmy, I think his name was.
No, I think you
I just
misheard me.
dialed in, guys. I'm late to the show. Sorry.
That's fine, Bullhead. That's fine, but we're actually addressing.
But that was still a nice sentiment. You know what I mean? That was still a nice sentiment.
Yeah, it was a good speech from Jimmy. Yeah, whatever. Even if you misunderstood it, you still get that sense that it was a good speech from Jimmy. Now, listen, Baldhead, we're talking about Johnny Boy and how he has severed all ties with the boxing community, and we're talking a little bit here about how that community can be fixed. Now, I know you were involved in different communities, alternative lifestyles, if you will. What advice can you give us on this whole shenanigans here?
Man, I've got to, I just want to clarify something real quick. I think Recognize was talking about, a dude may have passed away. He was coughing a lot. He couldn't really stay in the fight. Fight's over. And so he passed away. And I'm sorry to hear that a member of the community has basically gone on to the other side and that we won't be hearing from them again. I'm really sad to hear that about Jimmy. But I wanted to touch in on the Gonzalo situation. I thought what you guys are doing is really incredible. I mean, this is an example of the positive impact of communities, especially around YouTube or social media, and especially around our passions. So I want to commend you guys for everything you've done. You guys are a modern example, the next generation of fundraising and telethons, and I just want to commend everything. And I also want to say, shame on the people who are claiming that other people are rich or have money. And look, don't count what's in people's pockets. We don't know what people's situation is like, who's depending on them, who they depend on. We don't know any of that stuff. So don't count people's pockets. Don't assume that people are rich. Like, for example, Gonzalo, I'm really happy that he's getting some fundraising here. I thought he was already rich because I thought he made a bunch of money from being Tyson Fury's cutman, but it turns out that's not him. That's a different guy.
Wait a second. This guy, you guys are not catching on to what's going on.
I'm not even listening, man, to be honest.
This guy said a couple of things that are not true.
Well, who cares? It's his opinion, man.
Jimmy died.
Yeah.
He's saying Jimmy died. Why is he saying Jimmy died?
He's from a parallel universe.
Yeah, he's from a parallel universe.
This is Frank. Okay,
Jimmy died in a parallel universe, I guess.
That's right. He in a parallel universe.
I'm over here grabbing myself, going, "Oh my God, is this hell? Is this what happened? I died, and this is what I'm going to be on fucking channel talking about Johnny for the rest of eternity."
That's right. In a parallel universe, Jimmy actually, he after that Red Hot Chili Peppers concert, that whatchamacallit, screwdriver pierced both nipples, and he lost too much blood, and he had, unfortunately,
I bled out right there in Worcester, Massachusetts.
That's right.
God, what a horrible fucking death.
Anyway, listen, Baldhead, we do have to go.
I was thinking, that's why, it's a
that's
why I shouldn't assume, because I thought he was all rich. I thought he had money from being Tyson Fury's cornerman, for being his cutman, and having all those followers on Instagram. So I thought, but that's a different guy. That's not Gonzalo.
All right, Ballhype. How do we fix the YTBC?
How do we fix the YTBC, Ballhype? You're like I said, you're part of all these movements, alternative lifestyle movements. How do we fix this? Give us a little bit of politically correct insight here.
Well, I think you just got to make it clear about what's in your community guidelines. What you guys go for, the type of show you're running, what kind of freedoms we're allowed to use. Some places are very restricted. They don't allow you to exercise your freedoms as Americans, but this show allows us to do that. That's why I think it resonates with people like Oscar De La Hoya and Snoop Dogg and those guys, but these guys are proudly exercising their freedoms.
Well, that's an answer I didn't expect. I didn't know Baldhead was freedom of speech type, because I would always assume that you were the type of guy that if somebody says something wrong or something, you would go, nope, that's racist or this bigoted, blah, 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 and then boom, cancel culture.
Freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, okay? We can assemble around topics that we're passionate about. We can have our freedom of speech and we can share it with one another. That's what's so beautiful about this community. Again, I'm really sorry, RIP for Johnny Boy or Jimmy Boy, whoever just passed away. Sounds like they were having trouble. They were coughing a lot of COVID-like symptoms. So I'm really sorry for what had happened to him. And I really wish the best for Gonzalo, and I apologize. I apologize for confusing him with Tyson Fury's cutman. They sound exactly the same, but they're different people, so that's why we shouldn't judge people. Okay, so thank you very much.
You're welcome. Jimmy said thank you from the dead. Go ahead, Jimmy. Do it again.
Condolences. Yeah, thank you for your condolences, brother.
Take it easy,
Rest in peace, Jimmy.
He's gone. All right, listen. Yeah, he's gone. Look, I wanted to say something here. And Mark, I hope I'm not aligned saying this, man. But Johnny Boy kept saying, "Oh, Mark's pocketing all the money, pocketing all the money." This is why it's essential to, and I'm repeating this to everybody out there: stop donating.
Yes, it's
if you
essential to go to the GoFundMe because that type of shit hit way too low, fam. Way too fucking low. That was disgusting. Go to the GoFundMe only. I'm actually having to come out of pocket because of the super chats and exceed my own YouTube check to be able to make up the damn difference. So please don't go to super chats. Go to the GoFundMe.
Because Mark, because you know what he's done now, right? He's got, not us because we know you, right? But he's got all eyes on you now. Like, there'll be people now. Okay, he said there was X amount of dollars. You know what I mean? Like waiting to try to fucking see if you made a mistake on $10 so they can say, people who don't like you. Well, no, there'll be the people who don't like you will say, will start saying, that motherfucker stole money from a sick baby.
Exactly.
Like, you know how sick people can be. So even to like open yourself up to that criticism, to do what you're doing to help Gonzalo, I'm saying he's a brave kid because I know how a lot of fucking people think. So for Johnny to do that, to put eyes on you like that, is just... It's beyond ugly, and this is someone you considered a friend, and I know you've gone out of your way on the side to help out, to send fucking people when you thought he was sick. So for him to do that to you, dude, it told me he's someone you can't trust, dude. This is just a fucking kid he doesn't have an integrity. When he's a drunk, you can't. He's
and do you know what it's after doing, Jimmy, though? It's after pushing my privacy as well, because what I have to do now is I have to go live with my fucking phone and everything. And I need to show my AdSense YouTube check. I need to show everything that's gone into my account. And then I need to show me depositing direct and adding on the money. I have to show it exact as it's happening. So it's going to be showing my own account info and everything. It's going to show, after I do that, I'm going to have to close my bank account.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to actually have to close it to open a new one.
Wow.
Just so that I can prove, because of somebody being jealous of a kid,
of a child, sick child.
But see, that's the thing. That's why it's important to do this, because anytime money it becomes involved in something, there's always people that always can use that money for something else. You know what I mean? We all have our needs and wants, so that always attracts people and starts making.
That's why I stopped giving Johnny Boy super chats. Because I'm like, all right, what is he doing with that? Drinking with it?
Exactly. Buying smokes and shit like that.
Real quick.
But hold on. Gonzalo wants to say something. Go ahead, Gonzalo.
Yeah, I'm going to put my camera on. You can see me?
Yeah, we've seen it, Gonzalo. We don't need to prove anything, man. We fucking know everything that... we trust you. Yeah.
I got the receipt yesterday here.
Oh, yeah, he
for
showed
1 million.
Yeah.
1 million and minus what I've already gave was 90,000 pesos. It's like almost, well, it's like $900.
Yeah,
my balance is 900, like running 900,000, and my wife's gonna cover 20% with her insurance. But then he's not out of the woods yet. As you can see, I'm putting the camera.
Mm-hmm.
The baby's there.
Can you show him? Is he? Oh my God!
He's sleeping.
Give him a kiss for us, brother, please.
Well,
God
listen,
bless Mateo. You've got a lot of love over here, Mateo.
Well, listen.
Tomorrow, we'll get an X-ray so they can see if they can.
That little guy's got people all over the world praying for him. That little guy's got people all around the world, Gonzalo, praying for him.
That's right.
My girl asks me every day, dude. Every day, how's Gonzalo's baby? And I keep saying, everything's the same.
When I pay this, I'm gonna record it. When I get the money, I'm gonna record it. And when I pay this to the cashier here, I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna post that just for the sake of being.
No, Gonzalo, listen, dude, when you get money given to you in a situation like that isn't for the hospital, dude. That's for you and your family. If you have bills to pay, because obviously you got everything's going to that. So listen, when somebody gives you money, that's for you to survive. That's not like, hey, make sure you pay the hospital. That's to do whatever you see fit for your family. You don't show anybody where that money went. Please, brother.
That's right. Absolutely. Listen, but you know what? I hate to say it, but yeah, maybe you should keep track of shit because there's always going to be people out there. I mean, we just saw an example of that early this week with Johnny Boy. People
showing the receipts is good. Showing what he owes is awesome. He's showing everybody what he's up against.
Yeah.
But when he gets that money, that's you know what I mean? That's for him to do allocate it to where he needs thinks it should go best.
That's right. And listen, you can rest a little bit.
I do get a pension. I get a pension every month because I'm 100% disabled, but service connected. But like that, the only thing I gotta pay is my truck. But everything else is like I pay medicine. I've been paying medicine like 3, 4, sometimes 6. I don't know how many, why, from where, but they just give them to my wife. All these prescriptions, and she gotta go get them.
And Gonzalo, do you get the same pension over there? Do you get the same pension, if you don't mind me asking? Like when you move out of country, it's the same pension if you were living here in the States, right?
Yeah, it's the same.
So you wouldn't be able to even have a house in the United States on that pension. Let's not make no mistake. Nobody's retiring rich off an Army disability pension.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
And by the way, Gonzalo,
you can. But it's not that great. It's good. I'm grateful that I get it.
But you live better because you live in the Philippines in that capacity, because the cost of living is a little cheaper, right?
Well, yeah, but this is the thing. Like, if I were in the United States, like for me, all my hospital
medical's covered.
My medical is covered, even for my wife and my child. That's just born.
Yeah, no. There's the trade-off. That's the trade-off.
The thing here, for them to cover him here overseas, they're not doing that. If I needed some treatment, yeah, they would. I would pay out of pocket that they would reimburse me. And there's like these other organizations that I tried to see if there was like a loophole where they would take care of them, but I couldn't. I tried posting this on the veterans websites. They frown upon GoFundMe. I was surprised about that. Yeah, a lot of them, like on the Facebook. And yeah, there's organizations I could call from over here, like veteran organizations. But you know, once Bucho recommended me that I do this, it got going, and it's like, what can I say? I'm really grateful.
Gonzalo, do you mind if my girl looks into this? Because she works in law, right? And so can she look into this to see if there's some kind of loophole or something? Because I can't see how they wouldn't still fucking cover your kid. That's outrageous. Outrageous that the fucking that's outrageous that they're not doing that. They should cover you no matter where the fuck you are.
I've already I mean, you feel free, but like to do that, I looked into it, and because I got on the Facebook with the veterans here in the Philippines.
Oh, the Veterans Administration, they said there's nothing they can do, so yeah.
Oh yeah, I called to them too. I called them in Manila.
Did they say like if your child was in Guam, or at least if you took them to like Guam, another country? But I mean, if you took them there with the VA and there's an American sovereignty there too. If you took them to the VA hospital there, I think that
there's a VA
kids are
hospital
covered.
here but just since.
But it's not a U.S. But isn't it a different term? That's not even important. Go on, dude.
Yeah, my child, they will not cover the cost out of the country, the United States. Now, for me, they will, but they would reimburse me if something happened to me. They would. Yeah, that's what I understood and what I found out.
I hope you're taking care of yourself too, Gonzalo. You sound exhausted, which is understandable, but make sure you fucking sleep and eat, dude. It won't be no good for him if you get sick.
That's true. That's absolutely true, man. Yeah, you gotta get some sleep too, man. You can't. I mean, you I know you're a strong-willed guy and everything, but you gotta rest at some point. You can't do everything by yourself, man. But
hear in his voice.
Yeah, you can hear in his voice. He's exhausted. But look, listen, Mark, I was gonna say this, man. Maybe at this point you should also just stop the stream, man, because you've gone on for long enough, man. Everything else might just muddy the waters.
Yeah, Mark, good idea, brother. That's an excellent idea. I just end it now, and maybe we can all do something together. Because now you've opened yourself up for that. You don't need the aggravation at this point because of what Johnny did in his ignorance. You know what I mean?
And not for nothing, but you sound exhausted yourself. So, I mean, this ain't good for you either, man. I mean, I know you already did your part. You helped. Just like, everybody else also helped.
We're not far away from a world record.
Well, yeah, but I mean, come on, man. I mean, it's I don't know, man. It's my opinion. Maybe you should just leave it at that. You've done enough. Give what you can of what you made off of it, and that's it. Because other than that, it's just gonna muddy the waters. It's your health as well, And then now Johnny Boys is out in the prowl. You never know what he's going to do next, by the way. Maybe now that he sees that his usual tactic of apologizing and then just restarting over, it's not going to work. Maybe he actually doubles down on his malice and just decides to go for broke, man. That's my opinion, man.
Because if you report somebody for, like, if they'll shut your channel, they do an investigation, right?
I was thinking about that too, Jimmy. I was thinking about that, and I was like, nah, he better not. He wouldn't do that. But then again, I was pretty sure.
Yeah, no, because it's big time trouble. YouTube will kick you off in a second if they think you're pulling, if you're raising money for a scam.
I was thinking about that too.
They'll blow your channel right the fuck out, Mark.
Didn't you get arrested for that?
Oh yeah, no, in the States you can.
Yeah, they could arrest anybody.
No, you can here too. I could actually get arrested for the accusation.
Jeez, Louise.
Just for the, I know in Ireland it's like totally different. You're not innocent until proven guilty.
You know, Ireland is
be careful, Mark. Be careful with that.
I'll think about taking it.
You know, Ireland is a beautiful place. Nice green plains, a lot of history, ancient history. But when it comes to those laws over there, those free speech laws, geez, Louise, they're on another low level.
Yeah.
Well,
hey, by
Canada's,
the way,
exactly. I was
I'm not going to say anything about that, man, but yeah.
Even worse.
Hey, by the way, I posted a StreamYard link in case anybody wants to weigh in on this. StreamYard, it's you're not going to stay here for an hour. Treat it as a phone call. If you want to jump on StreamYard, have 5 minutes to state your case about this whole YouTube drama. StreamYard, I just posted a link there so you can see it. Yeah, but I mean that's the whole thing about this. Yes, Gonzalo, go ahead.
Can I say something? I noticed that, look, Johnny, I don't know where mentally, I'm not going to say he's a good or bad. I don't think he's evil, but, like, one thing with the boxing, like, for example, like, if you had, like, a good fighter that, like, for example, when Marvin Hagler died, he would attach himself to his name and like, talk down on everybody else, talking about how this guy was, like, a great legend, just to, like, feed his ego. And with a boxer that he didn't like, or that, like, a boxer, like, he lost, and it was kind of like, not embarrassing, but to him, he took that as like, oh, look at this guy, this is your hero. And that would feed his ego to, like, look at, this is your hero, this is the guy you follow, look at him now. And it's like, almost like the losing, or the failure, or the triumphs, but more like the failures of another fighter. He would attach that to his name and make himself feel good about that. That's what was, like, concerning to me. Even like a Chavez that got knocked down like 30 years later, you know, he would put that in, and how somehow he would feel good about that. I just thought that was a little strange.
Yeah, Gonzalo, that's a very astute observation, man. You're not the only one. Like, look, I think most people can agree with that. That he was an attention freak. It was always about him. It was always about, well, hold on, and interrupting. And that's why, in part, that's why he wasn't on the show anymore. It wasn't just what he was doing. I mean, a big part of it was because of what he was doing. He's had to control behavior. And that, in part, was that whole interrupting and trying to make it about himself. And, but by the way, shout out to Apology Man. He says he just donated to Gonzalo's son. I'm praying for him. But yeah, but listen, please, everything you've got, if you donate it to Gonzalo's and you got a little to donate here, don't donate it here, man. Just donate it. Donate it to Gonzalo, man, to Gonzalo's GoFundMe page, because he needs every cent he can get right now. It's for a good cause. But shout out to Apology Man for that.
And BDA, one more thing. Bucho recommended that I do this, and I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate his suggestion, but it's not like I took it upon myself either. And I'm not. This is like, I'm so happy that Bucho did this for me. And Mark is doing this for me, and you guys are promoting it. But I wasn't like, oh, let me see what I can get from...
You never asked.
Yeah, like, the idea didn't come to me. It was given to me, and I just pondered upon it a little bit, and I said, I was still doubtful, dubious that I wanted to do it, but in the end of the day, you know, I'm in a foreign country where the bills are stacking up, and I got to think of a way to get out of here, because not everybody over here has money, and I'm putting everything that I have.
Gonzalo, the fact you just said that about boxers who were down, what you're talking about, whether you liked him as a boxer or not, when we should all, you know, you hear about him, Odin or whatever, the fact you say the things you say proves you're a good guy. So your whole life, all that karma and all that being a good guy, this is called payback now, because you're a good person. If you weren't a good person, you think any of these people would be doing this? So you've earned this, dude. When you're a good person in life, this is the things that happen to good people in communities. So, everybody knows you didn't ask for nothing, but you earn this by being a good person. I just wanted to say that.
Everything happens for a reason, man. And if money comes your way, I've learned that the Bible says that as well. I forget which passage, but if something good comes your way, you don't turn it away, man. And I think there's a Russian saying that says, when life is good, don't ask why. So anything good that comes your way, just fucking go with it, man. Don't question it. Don't try to overanalyze it. Just, hey, thank the Lord and do what you can with what you've got, man.
Now I kind of rationalize it a little bit, thinking, okay, if the people feel that good about doing this, or they're doing it out of the kindness of their heart, somehow maybe they believe that. And I'm not saying that it's because I never, but faith, like maybe it'll come back to them. They're thinking, and it might so be, that it might come back to them in a different way.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, it's sometimes you do think, because people say that there's no such thing as a completely selfless act, because when you help somebody, it feels good. Therefore, it's not completely selfless. But that's the way society works. Reciprocity, to a certain extent. It's like it's
the boomerang effect.
Yeah, man. But
good karma.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's doing something good. Can I just say another thing about what Johnny did? I just want to say, because I want to point out, it wasn't all just one thing. He doesn't even realize, this is when, I guess he was sober the other night when he broke into the called in, and he went on about how everybody stop being fucking cheap, give the money. He went on that spiel, and then he finished it by saying, I wish I could give, but I'm just broke. All right, I got to get back into the bar. And then he went and got fucking blasted in a bar. So I'm pretty sure he's a charming cat, but I'm pretty sure people weren't sending him free drinks all night. And I just want to say, the optics on that alone, wow, he's lost the plot.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, that was
Some people might start thinking that we're being too harsh on the guy, but this is what he needs. People need to understand this is what he needs: reality and a reality check. We're actually helping the guy finally.
It kind of bothers me to talk about him like this, because I did like him. I still, in a way, I do. But dude, you're a bum. The way you act, you're a bum. You're disgusting too, bro. You can't. What I've seen, man, it just turned me.
Spitting on his parents' floor. He's spitting on his parents' house,
yelling at his mom and all that stuff. Come on, man. If you was my little brother, I would have knocked you out.
That's punk shit, dude.
Yeah, I would have
spitting in your parents' floor and shit, dude.
Dude,
if
I lived next to Johnny Boy and I saw him do that, when I see him on the street, I ain't gonna go to his mother's house. I wouldn't do that. But if I saw him on the street, I told him, walk away from me before I smack the shit out of you. I told him just like that. And if he don't, I'm gonna do it.
Just the act of spitting on his parents' floor, dude, man. All of his parents' house, like, I don't give a fuck. You're in the basement, the garage, you're spitting lung butter all over the fucking place. You talk to your mother like
I'm gonna mention something
like a fucking hood chick.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I'd rather go.
What if he hurts himself? He sees this and he can't stand it.
No, he won't do it, man. He won't do it. Look, he enjoys his life and drink too much. Look, we had an intervention.
His first reaction will be rage. He'll probably get drunk, make a fucking video denouncing all of us as turncoats, backstabbers, and hopefully someday, if he does survive it, when he's sober, he'll look back and he'll say, "Those guys were doing the right thing." Because we ignore it. He is hurting himself every time he gets blind drunk. Every time he runs his mouth. I mean, he's drinking his liver fucking raw. So when you ignore that, you're actually not his friend. You know what I mean? This shows that we care about the kid. Because deep down inside, I think you got to all this. Something down there inside I see as a good person. In fact, I think a lot of the shit is driven because he's afraid if he lets people know he's a good guy. He you know what I mean? It's going to fucking chip away at this fucking persona he's got going on in his head.
Real quick. Sorry, I gotta ask Butch something. Butch, if I turn off the monetization, can we start receiving super chats? Because people, I appreciate the super chats, fellas, but everything you've got, please donate it to Gonzalo's GoFundMe page. It's really not the time. Yeah, I'm gonna try it here. Yeah, please do not donate to the super chat. I mean, if you want to donate to us, I appreciate that, but please, I'd rather you give it all to Gonzalo. If you've got $2, $3, $1, whatever, and if you do want to donate to Gonzalo, the same thing. Go to the GoFundMe page. The link is in the description, and I just posted it a couple of seconds ago on the chat, and I'm gonna post it again. Just please stop. I turned off the monetization here because this ain't about that, man. Real quick, I wanted to say something.
By the way, Mark. Because Mark is asking in the chat if he should end his stream. But here's the deal, Mark. There's a GoFundMe link, but yet people are sending you super chats, right? Like when somebody sends you a super, you should immediately tell them, "Listen, send it to the GoFundMe account because YouTube takes 30. YouTube takes 30% off of that. And you know this, right? Because you know your whole new YouTube thing. So, the whole thing where you're gonna match whatever you get. I mean, that doesn't really make sense. I mean, they should really just send it over to the GoFundMe account. I mean, that's what it's for.
I already told people that.
Some people
that's when I started.
you're taking a chunk out of the money, right? Like, who knows how much you have actually? How much is it so far?
It's roughly in around 1,500. YouTube will probably take about 500 of that, and I have to add about $1,000. It's in around that vicinity.
Because they don't break it down, right? You're not going to know what was given towards, you know what I mean? Like what part of that money.
Yeah, it's just everything from the entire month, and that includes other stuff that I made, video monetizations, just everything.
Oh, so you're just going to hand everything over?
Yeah, the
Is
whole
that what
thing.
you're saying?
The entire check, and then I'm adding money to.
You're going to match it.
Bucho, this is one more thing. Look, this is the way we've been. My wife, she got C-section, but she's been here the whole time, like sleeping on the floor. You see that?
Yeah.
Jesus. So you probably haven't had REM sleep in fucking weeks, dude. You probably having a hard time concentrating and everything.
I go home every now and then. Yeah, I go home, but she's here.
Well, listen, get some sleep, man. Let's get some sleep. I know it's a dumb thing to say because it mustn't be easy, but the body needs rest, man. Yeah. It's like Kramer said.
Later, Brady.
All right, take it easy, man. It's like Kramer said.
Take it easy, brother.
Going back to the thing, Mark, maybe you should cut the super chats so money doesn't go to YouTube, and then just encourage everybody to. Just encourage everybody to donate to the GoFundMe account.
Yeah, because Susan Wiki's getting fucking a third of that. I didn't even know that until BDA Buto just said that.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy shit! So a third of every dollar being sent to Johnny's kid, Gonzalo's kid, is going to fucking Susan.
Yeah, exactly.
I try to fucking cut that. Yeah, that sucks.
It's a good way of putting it, man.
If I cut that super chat, will I still receive those super chats?
Well, it doesn't. You should tell people. Look, if you want to donate, give it to.
I have told people though. That's the thing. I've told lots of people. 90% of those super chats came in the first 2 days. I kept telling people, go to the GoFundMe.
Well, they don't understand apparently.
Yeah, look at how many times we've been telling it here. We even got the ticker up there, and people just
during the fucking show, BDA saying, please don't give money to the super chat. Give it to and 10 seconds later, boom, you hear the sound go off the super chat. He's like, oh, I appreciate it, but please. Yeah, so it is what it is. But yeah, no, Mark, I'd end the super chat at least. Do the GoFundMe page, and I'd end that super chat post stat. Like I'd end it right now.
So y'all think I should end that right now? Disable the super chats right now? Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Absolutely, man.
Just end the chat. Listen. If you're just gonna end it all, man. Because I mean, I know you want to break a record and all that.
Go on, he can go on. I'm just saying.
Right, but I'm just saying. I mean,
that's gonna make people feel like there's something fishy going on.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I meant by end it, and just to stream like that thing. That's what I meant by stream. I meant the super chat money. If he wants to, continue to, do whatever he wants to do for the GoFundMe page. Yeah. Oh yeah, by all means. I should have reiterated. That's what I meant too. Like just end that super chat, and then starting the next day or whatever, money goes to your super chat. That was meant for you. You know what I mean? Or whenever the next time you do a show about boxing. But that way it's not muddied.
Everything from this month to next month, I don't care, bro. I'm dedicating my channel to that bit.
Yeah, you're a good boy.
Well, that's fine, but then you're gonna have to show everybody, like you said, right? That you actually.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck, bro. I'll show it.
All right, let me just get real quick.
I believe you. I'm just saying, there's people are gonna be like,
Yeah, and I'll show it.
Perfect.
Real quick, we got a phone call here. Let's go to the phone lines. Wildcard. We got 111. 111, you're on the air.
Man.
111. You're cutting off, man. Fuck, I don't got time for this. He's cutting off. We got people on the stream here as well. We've got, hold on a second. We've got Matt Chad, Official Scorecard Boxing, Sakib, and One Hitter. Fellas, thank you for being on, man. What's your take on all this?
Well, I would like to go on first. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know where to begin with because the disgust that I'm feeling right now is incredible. And I spoke to Mark about it a couple of hours earlier. Man, first of all, was it yesterday, the last night, or 2 nights ago? He was trying to excuse his behavior on Mark's chat by saying that he got flipped off by L-Dog being there. I mean, first of all, him being, and I'm saying undoubtedly jealous of seeing other people's getting super chats, and even a baby getting a super chat is, well, even months ago, when there was no L-Dog, no other people, he was making videos about Punch Drunk and the others. And look, I completely disagree with his views on boxing, etc. Doesn't matter. But I felt even when he was dissing D, like saying, you guys are all donating to D, donate to me instead, etc. He's been doing that for a long time. And then a few weeks ago on Thunderdome stream, Triple JJJ drops a super chat. He starts insulting Triple JJJ on a Thunderdome stream because he donated to him instead to Johnny. And that's when I told myself, man, I won't ever follow him anymore. That's why the other day on Mark's stream he was telling me, hey, I have to talk to you, etc. Fuck him. Super chats. Okay, so the last night we are talking on Mark's stream for anyone not to drop a super chat and to go to GoFundMe directly, but 5 minutes later he drops $100. Okay, thank you, Johnny. Nice to you. 60 or 70% of it is gonna go to Gonzalo's kid. Nice from you, but still, it's still a way to seek attention. And fuck, I'm just two last things. Sorry for
That's okay, man. That's okay.
Hanging on.
No problem. Don't rush it, dude. Just say your piece. No rush.
Just two more things. Two fucking things. So he kept on seeing huge super chats, $300, $400, and he was asking people in Mark's chat, like, and when are you going to donate to me? People were telling him, okay, let us gather this money for Gonzalo's kid first, then we are going to super chat you too. And he was answering like, when? In a month? How long do I have to wait? And the last thing, the video that he did, the live that he did the last night, somebody from MXBC dropped a 1 minute video. Man, he this makes me furious. When he was talking about donating to him instead to Gonzalo, he was laying on his back on the floor, and this fucking pig, he put his headphones cord into his mouth, pretending as if he was in a hospital, telling people not to donate to Gonzalo, to donate to him instead. Fuck him. That's all.
Well, let me tell you something, Official Scorecard. I understand.
Good for you, dude.
I understand.
He was doing that. He put the fucking phone. See, I couldn't watch it all. I had to stop watching. He laid on the floor and mocked putting an incubator in his mouth. The breathing apparatus in his mouth, like he was mocking the baby. Is that what you're saying he did?
I don't know if that's official.
It sure looks like that in the thumbnail.
It looks to me that way. To me personally, undoubtedly, he didn't say that, but to me it seemed that way.
That's what impression you got. Okay, I respect that, dude. I respect
by the way,
that.
Real quick, Johnny Boy. I mean, Gonzalo says we can take Johnny to a rehab in Mexico against his will. I think that's called kidnapping, man.
Yeah.
And then, taking him across federal. No, but he's
Fucking
kidding.
take
Obviously.
that motherfucker and strap him to like a something, and they'd be like, "You going to Mexico, bitch?"
Put him
Yeah,
in
I
a
think
pig.
they have. Hey, recognize, don't they have some good ones in Florida?
Oh, they definitely do. Oh, one
Yeah,
more thing.
I remember.
One more thing. He was going after Punch Drunk too. Punch Drunk will beat you up too, bro. I don't have to know Punch Drunk. He's healthy. He's vibrant. He looks healthy.
Dude, he
will
can't
beat you up.
he can't talk two
that dude
sentences,
would beat.
bro.
And I'm being. I don't know these cats, but by looking at them, I could tell they'll beat you up, Johnny boy. I'm being. You know what I'm doing now? I'm telling you the stuff that I've always wanted to tell you. Your mouth is too big. It's way too big. Those dudes will beat you up. I don't know Punch Drunk. He seems like a nice guy. He's a New York cat. He's from Harlem or something like that. If I had to guess, those boys are in shape. They will fuck you up.
Dude, he coughs like he's in a fucking work in a coal mine for the last 20 years.
No match with them.
He's got black lung.
Well, can I say something real quick?
You could barely call. No, he needs to hear this. You know why? He needs to hear this because he thinks that people think he could win. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, about that other guy that he was going at it with, that I told you that video that I saw, and Punch Drunk. These guys will whip his ass. Let's be honest. Come on, we could just be honest. They will hurt Johnny Boy. They would beat the living shit out of him.
Absolutely. And I told you about that video I saw where he was drunk, no surprise, and he was really going after this guy's family. And then the guy tells him his address, and he says, "Read me back my address." And Johnny Boy goes, "What's your phone number?" So look, no, he was never gonna fight anybody. Now, I also want to say something real quick here, because hold on a second. What did I? Oh yeah, I've been recording all his streams since we cut him off months ago, right? And I've been recording. People think that I've been watching the guy because, again, I told him, "Look, you're out of here." And I want to see.
BDA don't fuck around.
BDA, one more time.
Hold on, real quick. Just real quick, recognize. I want to see his behavior. So I've been watching everything, and I've been recording everything. So just, you know, if he ever tries to say, well, this and that, look, we all got your. There's all
BDA got receipts.
Well, please don't use that expression. But go ahead, recognize. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Terminology. I know. What, receipts?
Yeah. I got the receipts, baby.
I know, dude. I was waiting to use that stupid ass thing.
All right, well, go ahead, recognize. Sorry, what were you gonna say? I just had to get that out there, man. All right, I think recognize is busy now. Let's go to the. Hold on a second. Do we got phone calls? No. StreamYard. Okay, so we got Sakib, one hitter. Official spoke his piece. Well, let's get to Sakib real quick. Sakib, I mean, I know you've been over at Mark's channel. I think you were even there when he started imploding, Johnny Boy. That is, I mean, you got any opinion on this? Anything you want to add?
I mean, first of all, wait, can you guys hear me fine?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Okay. Is Mark there as well? Actually.
No, he left.
Okay, I'm gonna say it anyway, even if Mark's not there. I don't think he should be worrying about the whole super chat thing, and I'll tell you why. Because I've been, on and off going on that very long marathon of a live stream for the last, almost 6-7 days now.
Mm-hmm.
And apart from those 2-3 incidents, it's been a very harmonious stream. It's been managed very well. There's been lots of good discussion, and until Johnny Boy decided to upload that drunken rant over video, no one was thinking about the controversies around super chats. And also, look, no matter what time he wants to stop his stream, or no matter when he wants to stop it, whether it's now or tomorrow, or if he wants to go for some world record, I don't know. There's one reflection on this, and it's that the YTBC generally is a cesspit, a dark corner of the internet that I somehow have accidentally fallen into. And the first channel I actually came across was Mark's channel, funnily enough. But, there's a lot of stuff that goes on, but at the same time, is this not a good sign of people coming together across all walks of life to help someone who is in dire need of, charitable help?
Yeah, but
someone who
Sakib,
deserves it.
Sakib, let me tell you.
I will say one thing though, that I'm not surprised. This is what happens when you project all of your insecurities on camera for that long. And everyone else has said their piece, but I think there's also an extra dimension where he gets egged on by like I don't know who they are, but like, he gets encouraged to do this behavior as well, because there is a subset of people who are also encouraging him to behave in that way as well. No one forces you in the end to go on the ball. No one forces you to drink that alcohol in the end, but there are people out there who do egg him on in the background. I don't know. I'm not saying anyone from the YTBC. I'm just saying like, the audience.
There were people egging
Yeah,
him
if he's
on.
pandering to the lowest common denominator, then shame on him. You know what I mean? If he's actually, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, if he's giving into this shit, then then go wallow with them, bro.
It makes for uncomfortable viewing, because like, someone like myself, I personally can't give anyone any advice to end someone who, let's face it, may not take it on board. If he's not taking advice from you guys, and undoubtedly he's probably closer to you guys than he is someone like myself, then the best thing he needs to do is just log off, man. Because boxing as a sport, right, is an incredibly emotional, most of the time an immoral sport when it comes to the politics and all the controversies. And sometimes it felt like there'd be a seminal boxing event that takes place, and then he would be riled up so much, so emotional, that it becomes the springboard for more toxicity, And sometimes, they can be trigger points, events that, suddenly set you down on a warpath. I'm not saying that,
It doesn't excuse it.
I'm wallowing off at this point.
Yeah, I mean, look, listen.
You
Yeah,
were
it
about
does.
to ask me something.
It doesn't excuse his behavior. And look, we tried helping him in our own way, but you got to keep in mind too. I mean, he's over.
I was witness to some of that.
But what I'm saying is, look, he's over in Minnesota, whatever he is, and I'm over here in Canada. Mark's over in Ireland. Wisconsin, whatever, man. I mean, same thing. But no, seriously. We conferred with him. Tried to help him out. At some point, what do people want me to do? Because I've seen people in the chat room, and again, people sent us messages. Once we cut him off months ago, people were saying, "Oh, why'd you throw Johnny Boy under the bus?" Take a walk in my shoes.
Personally,
We tried to.
I don't think.
But hold on, Sakib, real quick. We tried to help him out. We did. So, but at what
we're
point,
not gonna make it public, right?
Exactly. We're not gonna make it. And so, at what point do you want us to what? Do you want us to call him? Do you want us to fly over to help? Like, if his parents won't do it, I hate to say it, but what can I do? What should I do? So
yeah. And this is the other thing as well. Like, this is not harsh, in my opinion. If this is like behavior of like the last 2.5 years, you guys are actually being incredibly nice to him. I mean, official said his piece, right? And he said it as it is, right? And
that was legendary,
props to that.
Man. I love angry official.
Yeah, but like, it's an apology.
Yeah, that's apology, man.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Yeah, like, what's up, man? But like, there comes to a point where if you don't accept the help that you're given, or you don't try to help yourself, then sometimes these things need to be nipped in the bud, because it's not like he's someone who is in the periphery of in the YTBC, in the sense that a lot of his toxicity is happening on his own. The problem is that he's dragging other people alongside with it. And here's the thing about money, right? Because I saw what he said. I had to fast forward it a few times because he kept on repeating himself. But it was what was the main point? That XYZ is a rich person, so therefore you people are being fooled into donating into a cause, when it's like your socioeconomic background is irrelevant in this case. Whether you're working class, blue collar, or middle class, or you're doing incredibly financially well, if you've got a child who's sick and needs help, you'll do anything. You'll move mountains. You move earth and mountains to be able to get them the help that they need. And like, if you're worried about super chats and what have you, in the end, no one's obligated to give you money. Like, you will be, I'm just so late in the day, I can't even pronounce the word anyway, but you'll be compensated if your content is worthy of being compensated. If your YouTube channels, Yeah, if your YouTube channel's like content is mainly just talking about other channels, other people beefing and what have you, then is it not surprising that eventually people will start falling by the wayside? Like, and in the end, we're not your employers.
That's right.
You know?
Now, Sakib, if I may let Matchad just weigh in on this.
Of course, yeah.
I don't know if you want to wrap it up.
Anyway.
Well, I mean, yeah, okay. Well, Matchad, you've been waiting there. You want to say something?
Hey,
I know you. By the way, let me just preface this by saying you're relatively new to our community. I mean, you've been making the rounds, but you are relatively new. So this must be a bit of a shock to you, right?
Well, no, not really. You know, I've met fucking psychopaths my whole life. You know, whack jobs my whole life, and
right.
A lot of my friends are complete fucking whack jobs. You know, and a lot of my family are whack jobs. My grandfather was a complete fucking nut job. You know, so I got it in my DNA, that wackiness. And I love boxing, and I get into this, and I think my first thing was someone talking about Manny Pacquiao, and the person mentioned Sonny Liston and Toro Gotti. I said, wow, this guy knows his boxing, you know, and talking about who we're talking about, Johnny, and you know, it was pretty good. Then I met Punch, maybe, then Major Key, the Mini Max. You know, and then, a month later, I see a late night video of him going off the fucking cuff, and I sent him a chat saying, wow, I didn't know you liked that, you know, da-da-da, and, you know, so I know certain people on this, you know, I'm new to it, but I kind of know some people here, and I respect some people's opinions, and right, wrong, or indifferent, I don't agree with a lot of shit I hear, and, you know, but the only person that's really made me on an impression on this whole YouTube shit is Mateo, the young baby, and Gonzalo. That's the only one I feel close with and a connection with. You know, I don't care if there's beefs among people. Then talking boxing, there's going to be beefs. I could give a shit. Fight your fucking brains out of you. You know, I don't give a shit what you're doing. You know, but the only person that's really made an impression on me that, you know, I really have prayed for and prayed hard, and you know, it has been Mateo, and you know, it's made an impression on me, and it's made me give a breath of fresh air to the world. It made me feel good about the world, how people from all different walks of life can come together for a beautiful cause, and everybody's praying, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I've called Johnny this. I said, Johnny, you're like the G.G. Allen. If you're not familiar, I know Jimmy's familiar with G.G. Allen and the Murder Junkies.
I think we all are. But anyway, yeah, go ahead.
So it's the same type of guy as Johnny, you know what I mean? Pretty entertaining there, do a little outlaw scumfuck songs and, you know, entertaining, but then he'll start shitting on stage and eating it and grab the girl by the hair of the head and throw the shit everywhere, you know? Complete fucking shit show, you know?
Absolutely.
And the guy ended up dying. I mean, you know, I do worry about Johnny. I pray for Johnny because I think he's completely mentally unstable. I think there's a lot of drugs going through his veins, you know, and, you know, I just see him spiraling completely out of control in my brief little encounter here. You know, from his beefs, from first, you know, impressions, it was kind of just clown action to me, you know, keyboard warrior behind the thing, talking mafioso and all that. You know, I got a kick out of it. But today, just, you know, to put, but like you can take a shit show and run with it. You know what I mean? Like the Rolling Stones and the Beatles, the promoter of the Beatles, they were the squeaky clean kids. You know what I mean? And the Stones were the outlaws. You just got to promote the bad shit. You get arrested. So you guys are doing a good thing here by running with this. Cause you know what? A lot of people want to fucking torch Johnny. He's made a lot of enemies. He's burnt a lot of bridges. You know, I still pray for the kid. I wish him the best, but you know, unexcusable action for you know, going with the whole Mateo thing, because this is bigger than boxing. This is bigger than me and you. This is real life, and everybody's on board for this. And to make such a shit show out of it, it left a real bad taste in my mouth. I just want nothing for the best for the kids, and I think you can run with this fire right now, because the kid's a hot me. He's a fucking train wreck, and everybody loves watching the train wreck and the 5-alarm fire. And so as long as you can keep pushing Gonzalo and Mateo, you know, and I think in Johnny's heart, that's what he wants, because he's so Jekyll and Hyde. He was donating money, he's fucking lighting his chest on fire for the cause, you know, and then fucking and then, you know, he's out of his mind. I mean, you know, so if you're out of your mind, you know, if he goes out and does something crazy, there's a good chance he'll get off because he's out of his fucking mind.
Right.
I mean, because, you know, and like I say, just keep running and pushing the narrative with Mateo and Gonzalo, and let's try and keep praying for the little baby. And doing what we're doing, BDA, you know.
That's
but
the number one thing. That's the number one thing, Matt Chad, that he needs to. We need to do this for Gonzalo's kid. That's number one. Number two, you mentioned something about the train wreck. Look, we all like a train wreck, but it gets boring after a while. And even though I may dislike somebody, I don't want to see anything bad happen to them. But I also do not have the none of us here have the responsibility to tolerate the guy. And when people used to live in small communities, if somebody was a problem for the community and they put them in danger through reckless behavior, they were exiled. And we still have those instincts within us. If somebody's acting reckless and they're putting everybody else in danger, you got to get rid of him. And that's what he does to a certain extent here in this community. Obviously, there's no real physical danger, but there's a lot of repercussions that happens of having a guy like that around. I mean, I've heard people criticize. So
but an overdose or something, BDA. I'm just saying.
But what can we do with Matt Chad?
Doing a lot of.
I understand.
His personality is a stain on the show. If you're trying to get new listeners, imagine being on the first time you listen to the show, and it's one of the times he's on there dropping the N-word and just acting a fool. It just dirties the show.
I just started a channel. And he's he needs a wake-up call, whatever it is, but he's got to help himself. I don't know if he's got it in him. I just see a bad ending to this Johnny boy story. I'm sorry for it all, but I'll tell you, just keep, hey, the kid's still battling down there in the hospital, and we still got a little bit of money to be made, and we need more prayers than ever because there's nothing more powerful than prayer. I mean, and that's what we got to keep doing. But a great thing you're doing, BDA, for Mateo and Gonzalo, and thanks for having me, fellas, and I can't wait for the fights tomorrow, Berlanga tomorrow, and it's going to be a good day. And everybody have a great night. Thank you.
Berlanga? All right, anyway, yeah, we're not getting into that now, but take it easy, Matt Chad. Listen, we got L-Dog on the stream here. Now, L-Dog, before you go on, I don't want to hear you being sanctimonious, because whatever this guy is, you egged him on too, man. You got to take responsibility for what you did as well, man. You enjoy this type of shit show as well.
Man, that is not true. I tried to help Johnny Boy a long time ago, man.
Then why not ignore him? If you said you knew what he was, because you said you tried to help him, whatever. I trust you on that. And maybe you did behind the scenes, just like we did. Why not just ignore him? If you know he's an explosive person, why keep egging him on? Why keep poking him?
Bro, this guy would constantly insult me. I didn't even talk about him once, but he made this stream about me about 2 weeks ago. No, not even 2 weeks ago. A couple days ago. Calling me out, whatever. Mark went on, told him to stop it, man. And then this guy went and constantly was getting drunk, talking shit, And look, man, what happened. I just want to say, do not let this distract you from the fact that as a community, we have raised thousands for Gonzalo, man. So we should be proud of our efforts for Gonzalo. Let's not let the actions of one man destroy, what we've done, man.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, obviously. Yeah, he's not. I mean, this is in part what he wanted to a certain degree. He wanted this to be about him. And in a certain way, it's still about him. I mean, we're still enabling him to a certain degree, except this time he's probably seeing what's going on here. But listen, L-Dog, I'm going to give you some advice, man. I'm not saying I don't take things personal. When somebody says something about me, it irks me. But don't, if you know, look, let's be honest about this. If he's beneath you, he's lying around getting drunk, slobbering all over himself, is it really necessary to poke the guy just because he said something about you?
Bro, what are you talking about? Because there's a lot of fake accounts of me out there, man.
No, but I've seen it on streams, man. Come on. I've seen it on streams where he'll say something about you and you'll wait, and then all of a sudden, wham, you'll hit him with a good one. Now, is that... listen, I understand he can get under people's skin. But you got to be the bigger man, too, in those type of situations. And if you know this guy's a mess and a danger to himself and to others and just generally a drunk and a drug addict... I don't know, allegedly. I shouldn't say drug addict. But you know what I mean. Maybe you should just stop poking the bear.
I feel like you're lecturing L-Dog like he's your son.
I am a little bit.
That's definitely
wait.
some
I want to say something. I want to come to L-Dog.
Hold on, Rick. Yeah,
I want to come to L-Dog's defense a little bit. Just a little bit. He did. I agree. He was egging them on. But I could understand why he was doing it now. Because Johnny Boy if it wasn't that I liked him, I probably would have been upset too. Like I would have been like, look at this guy acting crazy. He would go after L Dog, and I witnessed it. I witnessed it actually. I saw that L Dog was on the Thunderdome, and he started going at L Dog, and then L Dog went at him. So I did witness that.
Sure,
Can
but
I
that's
just quickly add-
Bro, this was over and over and over again, and
hold on, one
I
at a
should,
time, one at a time, one at a time. Go ahead, Eldor.
yeah,
Go
and
ahead.
I should have, ignored the guy more, man. But at the same time, I'm only human, No man is made perfect. Okay, we're all,
Well, I
you know,
disagree there.
no man is made perfect, man. Let me just say that, we're all sinners. We're all imperfect creatures. So that's just what it is. But look, man, if he's listening, my advice is still the same to him as it was a long time ago, okay? Get off YouTube for a while, quit drinking, quit doing drugs, lose some weight, go to church, and most problems will solve themselves for you after that.
That's right.
Can I add to what L Dog and Recognize said earlier as well?
Please.
I mean, I saw the tit for tat, and sometimes there were times where, other parties would, instigate things as well. But at the very core of it, right, the internet is one of those places where people are going to be whatever the hell they want to be. And you can't regulate that. But at the same time, if you've got situations where, you've got family members you're worried about, or, you've got people insulting your family members, XYZ, then the best thing to do is to switch off sometimes. Because here's the thing, like, to stop feeding your insecurities, log off, man. Give yourself some time. There's times where I'll be on here and I'll be like, whoa, this is a bit too much. I'll take a detox. I'll come back whenever I feel like I need to.
Now,
but
to
at
be
the same
fair,
time, like,
to be fair, we all like. I mean, you can count on your toes and fingers how many people fucking told him the same thing, and it just wasn't gonna get through him. It was always gonna end this way. He was gonna go down
it was always something to the tune of, look, he's insulted my dad or he's insulted my mom. I mean, look, I'm sure we've all grown up. We've all grown up having someone insult our mothers or fathers or our siblings or like what have you. But unfortunately, some people are just gonna get on the internet and they get off on trolling people. They get off on being they're being L Dog impersonators. It's kind of weird to me, but
exactly, dude. You gotta let.
Well, do you blame
I couldn't
these
believe,
people, though?
honestly.
90 seconds. Oh, jeez, Luis.
I couldn't.
Like
I was pretty.
I would like to
these
say
people,
something
they
as well.
impersonate
That
me, but I
Johnny
can't
boy-
blame them, man.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
Go
just
ahead.
quickly. Sorry, Recognize. Yeah, I was about to agree with you because.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Hold on.
Goodbye.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, official. Fucking message.
Yeah, so I never said, I never exchanged a single sentence about or anything about their beefs. So we would chat a bit on Twitter in the private messages about boxing, but yeah, I saw this many times. So he likes to poke L Dog, and L Dog would come back with some wonderful counterpunch. Really precise and accurate, etc. But
that's what I was gonna say.
And the L Dog, yeah, I get it. Sometimes I say myself, yeah, you didn't need to do this. But again, on the other hand, if I put myself in L Dog's shoes, I mean, why would he take any shit from him? Because Johnny, he would say like, "Oh, fuck you, you fucking piece of shit," whatever, and he would switch the subject. Because he expects the others to take shit from him without taking anything in return.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Yeah, listen, when you got to that point, go ahead.
Yeah, listen, I've witnessed him going back and forth with like L Dog and his crew. Okay, MXBC, right? I've seen them go at them and then they go at him. Dude, he starts like, you talked about my family. I'm gonna come after you. I'm like, how are you gonna do that? What are you gonna do? Go L Dog's from like Australia or some shit like that. You really gonna go over there and beat up L Dog?
New Zealand.
Come on, man.
Yeah, but you're right, Recognize. You're right, Recognize. But that's what I'm trying to get at here. Because look, there's people in the chat room going, "Oh, there's a Johnny Boy Johnny Boy's in the chat." Look, first of all, Johnny Boy, if you're listening, call in because you can't go out this way. We're gonna give you a last chance here to say what you want, and then we'll see what happens. But also, look, it goes both. That's what I'm trying to tell people. You can't unless somebody's spamming or saying something completely racist in the chat, you can't ban them. You got to do your best to give people freedom of speech. That's number one. Number two. At some point, though, I understand the whole thing that if Johnny Boy is going at, like I said, I'm a human being too, and if somebody goes after me, I got my limits too. But at some point, if you know you're poking at a fat allegedly drug addict, and also drunk, and a guy who's just looking for attention, an attention-seeking baby, if you keep poking at him and you go on campaigns to try to troll this guy, whatever, you're at the same level as this guy. You're rolling around the mud with a pig. You are, in fact, little piggies. That's my take on it.
In a way, I agree, but at the same time, like, this might be an age thing, but a lot of them seem like they're in their early 20s. They're not going to listen to your advice because
I must reiterate what the Bible says. Man. If you got a toxic eye, gouge it out. You disassociate yourself from it. You distance yourself. What you do not do is keep going where he is. You do not keep engaging in conversation with somebody that's toxic. That's the best way to do it. If you're trolling the guy, that means you enjoy it. And like I said, you're a pig yourself. Maybe not as fat a pig, but you're a pig yourself.
The Bible says? An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth.
And what does that accomplish? And you don't even know what the fuck that means anyway, man. But hold on a sec. I'm trying to get the... Ah, fuck, no, it's not working. All right, Official, you were going to say something, or did you already go?
No, I said everything, but I would say, L-Dog is probably a fan of the Old Testament, so I have to respect that.
Yeah, well, the Old Testament, the Old Testament goes a good long way, man, too. Is
Apology still on? I think Apology tried to say something, right?
Oh, yeah, Apology. Go ahead, man. I don't know if... Yeah.
No, just interjecting. I wasn't really trying to say anything. You look, go ahead.
All right.
Well, listen, keeping up with the drama and stuff, so I'm just listening.
Okay. Yeah, and again, look, people are saying ban this guy, ban that guy from the stream. I ban when I see that somebody's spamming or somebody's saying completely out of line. Other than that, I try to cut people as much as I can. Now, that brings me to the next question I want to ask you, fellas. Recognize Jimmy and all that. Like, what do we do at the same time when we try to be too nice and we try to look for the best in people? Sometimes it comes to bite us back in the ass. At the same time, most people don't know what we're doing behind the scenes, trying to help people, talking to them behind the scenes. So, did we learn anything from this? I mean, how can we improve the show? Or
I think you're doing it now. I think that's exactly what you're doing right now. You're airing it out. You're letting people know. Because if you would just cut him, right, and if we just said, fuck Johnny because he's an asshole or shit he said, and let it be at that, people would say, well, they just dropped him. But now you're letting people know that we've had conversations. I've kept you on the phone, said, hey, BDA, can I talk to you? And I've said, listen, Johnny seems like a good kid. I think deep down at his core, he's a good person. I might have been off a little at if what he did about mocking a child, then something's a lot even more dark than I actually believed. But, and I'd say it doesn't do the show good. And BDA would always say, but I didn't start shows to police it. I'm not that dude who wants, BDA gives everybody enough rope to hang themselves. And that way when, we can show him. Now, like, if he was to come on, if he is listening, man the fuck up, pick up that horn, and call the fuck in. And explain your actions last night. Try to make us understand. And I don't want to hear about fucking, I was drunk, dude. Don't charge it to the game, dude. Because all the alcohol did was open the door and unlock your feelings. But now come straight and explain him. And if you don't, then that explains it right there. You'll never have another chance.
Take a plane and fight somebody on the other side of the country or whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
but you can't
look, he should have. This is the way I see it. If he doesn't want to apologize, I don't really give a fuck, personally. But, and the reason I say that is because, dude, I mean, he even turned on Mark. Come on, man.
Yeah, that didn't mean to apologize. You know what I mean, dude? I'm not saying Colin apologize.
Who gave him, a lot of chances and shit like that. Whatever you got, whatever people want to say, at least Mark gave him a chance, and he still, fucking threw him under the bus. So
I want him to say his piece. That's all, bro. No, I'm not saying, come and apologize and we'll forgive him. I just want to go ahead and man up, dude. You got a lot to say, dude, when you get a camera in your face. You know what I mean? He needs to explain himself. Because right now, he needs just to make it good. the fact that he said that shit, like, I'm so fucking pissed that
No,
he
but he
fucking
might be like,
complained
what
about
I'm
the
saying is,
baby. You know
Jimmy,
what I mean, dude?
he might be like, fuck us. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
I'm sure he is. Of course,
And
that's what I
no, and
said.
if
That's
he's
what
saying
it's
that, and if
supposed to
he's
be,
saying
yeah.
that, what I'm saying is, fuck him.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
dude.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
care.
I missed
Yeah.
where you're going. Yeah, I
That's all I
apologize.
meant by that. Yeah, I don't really care because I mean, if you're willing to turn on a dude that was kind of like basically taught you how to do the whole YouTube shit, then you could turn on anybody.
That's right.
Yeah,
Mark
yeah. I
fucking
don't
looked
think you
out
should
for him.
change anything. I don't think you should change anything. You're a good person. I think people will take advantage of it, but you still should be. I
Well,
think you should give people second chances and stuff. Don't
that's what
change the
we
thing, man.
listen.
The show's
Bucho and I try to run this show as best we can, and you guys are part of the core panel. So every time you say something, and we listen and we go, all right, maybe if they're saying this, I mean the whole show flows around each and every one of us. Each one of us is a part of the whole. So if one person says, "Look, listen, this guy or that guy, blah, blah, blah," we gotta listen. Otherwise, it'll go. If the machine breaks down, then we break down. So we don't want
Well, I
that.
respected you and Bucho before this, but how you guys handled this whole thing, my respect level even went up. That's how well I think you've handled this. I just want to say that.
I always think we could have done better, and like I always look at it that way. But I appreciate that, Jimmy. I mean, we all did our best here, and at the end of the day, look, this type of stuff. Some people, again, I'm glad I didn't see that in the chat. I always see whenever it's one of these drama episodes, there's always some guy saying, "Who cares? Talk boxing." It's like, hey, listen, we gotta get this out of the way sometimes. Now we're back to it. We got this out of the way. I think things are gonna start. Yes,
Sorry,
official. Go
BJ.
ahead. That's okay. Go ahead.
I'm going to say something very, very controversial.
Oh boy.
The way, yeah.
Don't shit on Islam, please. Don't shit
personally-
on Islam.
Okay, promise. The way he's acting, and look, I have a person in my family, unfortunately, I think dying of cancer, and I know in this very community, 3 other persons who had that experience recently, and the way they act about it and I act is completely opposite of how he's acting, and I must say, so it's gonna be controversial, but I'm not even sure that his dad has a cancer. I hope not, but anyways, I would I mean, fuck, it is what it is. I really, after all, after showing me what he's capable of, I wouldn't doubt that there's a possibility that he may be lying even about it. That's it.
Who knows now, right? I mean, it's now that's what out of control people do to themselves. They cast out on all their comings and goings and their businesses. So that's essentially what we got with him. May I say also, please, just real quick, don't forget that we're doing this for Gonzalo's kid. I'm really happy with the progress we've seen. If you want to donate to his GoFundMe page directly. That way, there's no shenanigans. Because again, some people are starting to, fucking question whether the people helping him are actually doing this or that. So, we need to just to avoid anything. GoFundMe page, no super chat. If you go to any stream, whatever, and they're asking donations for Gonzalo, and they got the GoFundMe page, look for the GoFundMe link. Do not donate with the super chat because YouTube takes 30%. Gonzalo needs all the money he can right now to help his kid. And look at that goal. Everybody who's helped out, man, whether you're a small channel or a big channel, you guys know who you are. We can't thank you for enough, man. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say, so I'm not even gonna try. Jimmy, you were gonna say something? I think. Sorry, man. I think I stepped all over you.
Oh, no. I was just, fucking kind of echoing what you're saying in the background, dude. And yeah, I just think you handled it excellent. I know you always, that's what good people do. They question if they could have done things better because that's what good people do. They're always trying to make themselves better. But no, there was nothing rash about this. You know what I mean? So, and just the things he said, I'd like to talk to him. Actually, I want him to say, just say what the fuck. I just can't believe, I look at Gonzalo's baby, and I think, how could, obviously I think the alcohol's getting to him, but yeah, his parents obviously are fucking enabling him. People in his life would enable him. If that was my kid, he'd be in the fucking street. I mean, get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
Spitting on my floor.
That's the worst thing for you. That the
Dude, man, that to me is so gross. That is so. Dude, it's not like he's.
That was
Dude, he's fucking lung butter. Imagine that shit like drying the next day, seeing that shit. I thought that was my family. Yeah, dude. Dude, he'd be picking his teeth up with broken fingers. So help me God.
Yeah, BJ is right, because if I did it at my house, mom would beat the shit out of me.
No, man.
She's high on cleanliness as well, and that's all you teach as your child.
Man, I accidentally cut my nails and left one of the nails in the carpet when I was younger. My mother hit me over the head with a frying pan. So can you imagine? Yeah, spinning on the floor, man. That's disgusting. Hey, I also wanted to say, yeah, shout out to Punch Drunk for being the first one to really do it in public. There, telling Johnny Boy what his problem was.
Lower that shit.
Oh, Recognize is telling us to lower our voices. Sorry, Recognize.
No, not you. Sorry.
Anyway, but yeah, shout out to
Bodega again.
Yeah, Recognize.
No, I'm telling the people in the house to lower this shit. I'm trying to listen to you guys.
You can tell Recognize is the man of the house, man. The way he speaks with authority. You do as I say.
Lower that shit, goddammit.
Yeah, and the reason why I hopped on that too about the spitting, dude, it's just the fucking, it's the nature of it. It's what look, when you're angry at someone, the cops arresting you or something. If you're looking at somebody, you're angry and you want to profane, you're looking, even if nothing comes out, just that act of, it's what it suggests. Like you're spitting on your father's home. You know what I mean? You're spitting on it. It's just like it shows such lack of respect. It says more about you as a man, And then when I heard like that him talk to his mother like that, shut up. Like who the fuck you talking to, dude? Telling his mother to shut up. You know what I mean? Like, dude, that's punk. That's a punk move.
I'll get my ass whooped as well if I ever said that.
He got some MXBC child in StreamYards.
Just listen, Sakib. See, that's what I'm saying. That you gotta learn how to ignore people, man. Who cares what people say? The thing is this: we are on to boxing now. I think we cleared the air here. Like I said, every couple of months, this type of stuff has to happen to clear the air, clear the bloodstream, and now we're back to boxing. And don't forget, man, I can't stress this enough. Gonzalo's GoFundMe page. Go over there and shout out to everybody who's donated. And everybody who spread the link and helped out any way they can. There's the link again. No super chats, please. Do not donate to super chats because YouTube takes 30%. Can't stress that enough. Can't stress it enough. So I think that's about it. I think we did what we set out to do.
Susan Wookie.
Yeah. Well, actually, you if you guys want to stay on the line and we'll talk a little bit afterwards, maybe if you want. For the moment, that's it. Sorry, we got to go. But thanks to everybody who was here. And thanks to everybody that called in, everybody that was in the Discord here, talking about Mark dropped by. Shout out to Mark, King Butch, of course, my co-host Jimmy, Recognize, Apology, and everybody that listened, and everybody that's, like I said, everyone that's been helping out Gonzalo. Can't thank you enough. Can't thank you enough. I mean, what else can I say?
Shocking some of the money some of these people have given. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Good for everybody, man.
Absolutely.
And you brought attention to it. And Mark, all you guys, man. Props to all of you.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, listen, shout out to everybody out there. We'll catch you in the next one. Tomorrow, fucking no big real fight. I mean, Pitufo versus fucking Navarrete. It's going to be an interesting one, but, hardly anything to really get off for.
Berlanga fighting tomorrow night?
Yes, he is against somebody that apparently could perhaps take him the distance, but you never know. You never know. Anyway, listen, thank you, fellas, for joining us. Catch you on the next one. Take it easy. Have a good one. And as always, stay strong. This whole thing, the community got brought together, like L-Dog said, and like other people said. This is a testament to the power of God and of people's goodwill. So shout out to you, fellas, everybody out there. If we stick together, anything's possible. So shout out to you, fellas. You guys are the best. This is this is your show always. So shout out to you, fellas. Take it easy. Catch you on the next one.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.